Today we built 5 maximum security cardboard prisons designed to hold the world's most dangerous monsters. From raw power beasts like Bigfoot and the legendary pond monster to high-tech supervillains like Venom, Dr. Doom, and even the Green Goblin. Every prison had to be stronger, smarter, and more insane than the last. But monsters aren't all muscle. Some are supernatural. That's why we had to build a high-level ghost prison to capture Slimer and Mr. Puff while using insane Ghostbusters tech. We even had a fully working box fort Ghostbusters van. And to pull this off, we're bringing brand new inventions into the field every single mission. We even teamed up with the real-life Spider-Man and built our very own Iron Man Mark V armor. Not to mention our brand new proton blasters and monster trapping gadgets. Each capture gets harder, each prison gets bigger, and the final prison, it's so massive it can hold Siren Head and one mystery monster you have never seen before. So stay till the end because that might be the craziest, scariest, and most evil monster I have ever faced. This is the most intense cardboard prison movie we have ever made. Today I built a maximum security box fort prison where we will be locking up the world's most dangerous monsters like this snow yeti. And you're gonna wanna make sure to stick around to the end because we found something unexpected.
Jake, this is one of the worst ideas you've ever had.
Okay, first of all, Jess, I'll have you know I have had way worse ideas. And second of all, it is not the worst idea ever. I'm sort of an expert at building box forts and... Guys, how did I get in the cage? Oh. Looks like Biggsy found one of the other prison cells.
I'm a monster!
No, Biggsy, you're not a monster. You just don't know how to use a map, all right? Listen, if we can get all the monsters trapped in my prison, then there'll be no monsters to eat us. No monsters to chase us down, and definitely no monsters to bite us. I don't know if you remember, Jess, but you're sort of the one here that's been bitten the most.
Yeah, I know, which is why this is a terrible idea. I'm gonna get bit, and poor Biggs here is gonna be trapped in jail.
You guys gotta let me out.
Not if we run this prison properly, okay? We all know that this is super secure cardboard with Papa Jake's designs in hand. And got the best warden for the job.
Jake, I will be your warden, but I will not be the bait for catching your next monster.
Oh, come on, Phil, you're the best bait we have.
Much better him than me.
Plus, I'm needed for the expert task of actually capturing the monsters. Jess is my assistant, and, well, Biggs is the strong guy.
Guys, I can't get out of this cell. But wait, if you guys are gonna bathe and feed the monsters, maybe I'll just pretend to be a monster myself.
Oh, Biggs, you are not gonna want to eat what we're feeding these monsters. Let's just say the food that monsters get is nothing like human food. And I know what you're probably thinking, Papa Jake, how'd you even capture the first Yeti? It's sort of a long story. It required Phil as bait.
Oh, Jake! This was a horrible idea!
I think the bait's actually working.
Seriously, Jake, dressing Phil up in a chicken costume, that's what's gonna catch the Yeti.
No, we're gonna catch the Yeti with this net. He's just gonna bring the Yeti to us. By the sounds of it, it's working.
He's coming!
Here he comes! Oh, no, ready, go! Quickly! We caught him! We caught a snow yeti! A live snow yeti! Time to take him back to Box Fort Monster Prison.
Okay. And remember, we still have 2 unknown monsters to catch.
Yeah, and we've got to put them through the entire Box Fort Prison experience. Feeding them, bathing them, and making sure these cells don't break. Because one less monster out in the forest means one less monster that could eat us. I really hope this cardboard holds. It's the strongest I've built, but, you know, it's a Yeti.
Jake, he really needs a manicure.
And a bath. Oh, you guys are gonna love what I built to get these monsters a bath. Let's just say it's not really a shower, it's more of a water blast.
Hey! Let me out of here! Guys!
Guys, come on, we can't keep going in the cells. They're for monsters. You could get seriously hurt.
Anybody?
1 second, Phil. Okay, Yeti. I hope the right cage.
Finally! Those cells are not as comfortable as I thought they were gonna be.
Okay, guys, seriously, we need to stop fooling around, okay? This isn't one of those fun prisons. It's a maximum security monster prison.
There's fun prisons?
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's some that are fun, but listen, we gotta go out and capture the next monster. And I know just the monster. I've been watching it for the last 24 hours using my super awesome secret spy cameras. I set them up all over our woods, and I know exactly where it is. And I'm thinking I have an idea on how we can catch him.
What is it?
It's time to catch the second monster for our box fort monster prison. This is gonna be Bigfoot. Now, lucky for us, I've been tracking Bigfoot in these woods for the last 24 hours using my super awesome surveillance cameras.
Yeah, and your bright idea is to set up a Scooby snack trail.
Yeah, well, Phil said he wouldn't dress up as a chicken again, so my next best option, Scooby snacks. Monsters can't resist those. We'll set up a trail, lure him out, and when he's right there, boom, we catch him. But this forest is extremely large, so we've got to get eyes on him before we start laying down our trap. And there's no telling what other monsters could be in here.
I really don't like that we have no blasters with us. We only have this rope to catch him.
I got my bat!
What's a bat gonna do against a Bigfoot?
Home run!
Yeah, come to think of it, Jess, Bigfoot probably would use that as a toothpick. This thing is massive, mean, and extremely strong. He can break a tree with just his 2 fingers.
But good thing I can smell him. See, I've been studying Bigfoot poop, and I think I can smell his poop anywhere.
Oh, great. Go smell that poop.
You guys are so gross.
Raspberries? Blueberries?
So what is it, Biggs? Is it Bigfoot? Is it Bigfoot poop?
No.
Okay, looks like I'm in charge of the prison while the squad goes out and captures the next monster. But I should check on this yeti. All right, let's go check on this yeti and make sure he's still behind bars. Hello, Mr. Yeti. Maybe he's sleeping. Okay! Stay back! I hope Jake and the squad get back soon.
All right, guys, everyone knows that Bigfoots cannot ignore Scooby snacks. So we make a trail and bring them right to us. Perfect. Now we just need the rope.
Oh.
Just stop eating the Scooby snacks. Let me take out my phone, see if I can find him.
Are you seeing anything?
Oh, it looks like he smells disgusting. He could definitely use a bath back at the monster prison.
Yeah, look at him. That thing is creepy. He's probably smelling the Scooby snacks, considering you're already eating them. It looks like he's already coming this way. Okay, this is working. As he runs by, we pull up and trap him.
This is even crazier than Phil in a chicken costume.
No, this is 100% gonna work. Just get ready, he's coming. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Quickly, wrap him around!
He's so strong!
Oh man, this thing really does smell! No food before it gets a bath.
Stinky! Wait, Jake, how are we gonna get him to the monster prison?
Good question. This thing does weigh like 400 pounds. Guess we could drag him. Or... Hey, Big Z! Okay, guys, we've officially done it! Whoa! Alright, settle down there, buddy. We've caught a Bigfoot and a Yeti. That's 2 monsters down. We better get him locked up quick, though. He's getting a little rowdy. Check this out. This is an eye scanner. Top-notch security in our box for monster prison. Check it out.
Alright guys, at first I did think this was kind of crazy, but we're 1 monster away from filling this prison to maximum capacity. And that's 1 less monster that can bite me. So guys, what are we waiting for? But I wonder what the next monster could be. We already caught the Yeti and Bigfoot. Oh, I really hope it's not the pond monster. Alright, well, come on guys, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Jake, why are we standing in the middle of the pond?
Because, Phil, with the sun coming out and spring around the corner, this pond is starting to melt, which means if we're gonna capture a pond monster, this is the place to be. And look, I already saw some clues that the pond monster has been here recently. Check it out.
Phil, why are you still wearing a chicken costume?
Jake said I needed to for a precaution.
Guys, check it out. This is fresh pond monster slime, which means a pond monster could literally be anywhere.
Why we should head back to the monster prison where the monsters are secure.
No, it's why we should continue to search the pond and see if there's maybe an opening. It might have come out of hibernation. There might be a crack in the ice. It's melting all over. And if it smells you, it'll definitely want to eat you.
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah, I rubbed chicken wings all over Phil.
Oh man, I knew I smelled too good.
Check it out, there's more pond monster slime, and it looks like it's coloring the water here. Even the ice is colored green. Maybe this is where the pond monster's been exiting from. The ice is not very solid.
You said the pond is melting, Jake. Do you really think we should be standing in the middle of it?
Don't worry, Jess. We've got my patented Papa Jake pond monster catcher. This net has 1,000 volts of electricity. One zap with this and that pond monster is coming straight home with us. You remember what happened to Riley? Okay, Phil, I'm gonna throw the monster spray in there. You know your lines, right?
Yes! Chicken, 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 chicken!
Yeah, perfect. You've got this. Just act like a chicken, smell like a chicken, and this monster will come running. Don't worry, we're gonna get it with the net. Here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1.
I think this is a horrible plan!
Here goes the spray.
Oh my goodness! That smells worse than Jake's farts!
Okay, come on, Jess. Let's go.
Oh man! Chicken, chicken! Chicken, chicken! Chicken, chicken! Ah! I'm out of here!
Phil, where are you?
I can't see anything, Jake.
Where's the monster?
It really smells like farts.
Did the monster come out?
I don't know where.
Phil, what are you doing up here?
Oh, I wasn't gonna stay down there!
Did you see a monster run out? Did the pond monster run out?
Not that I know of.
Phil!
Okay, guys, this is one of the last places that we can find a pond monster. This is the entrance to a massive underground ice cave. And I'm gonna be using another device to try and lure the monster out and catch it with the Papa Jake Monster Catcher 3000.
Jake, we cannot use more fart spray. It smells horrible.
That's fine. This time it's a light device. It's gonna be so bright that anything living in this dark cave is gonna run right out to us.
No, Jake, are you really sure that we should be doing this at all? I've already been bit here. Twice!
We need to capture one of these pond monsters. We already have a Bigfoot and a Yeti, but they're basically the same thing. I want a pond monster for the prison. Come on.
And how are we gonna feed and bathe a pond monster?
Oh, don't you worry, Phil. That's gonna be later.
I'm worried. I'm very worried.
Guys, this is totally fine, all right? Easy peasy. Here we go. All right, time to catch yourselves a pond monster. Woo! If it's down there, this is gonna get him out.
Jake, what if this doesn't work?
Oh, it's gonna work.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Yeah, did you hear that? That sounds exactly like a pond monster.
Yeah, it really does. We gotta get out of here.
No, I think it's coming.
No.
Something's coming. We got a pond monster!
I think you...
Let's get him back to the prison, like, now!
Where's the look? All right, just like that, all the monsters are safely put away in their cells.
All right, perfect. Now the fun starts. It's time to become full-on prison guards. We gotta feed these things, bathe them, and we still gotta figure out which monster is the strongest. And that's gonna help us find out if our box fort prison is strong enough to hold these monsters forever.
Shouldn't we already know that it's strong enough to hold them forever? They're in here now.
I think the Yeti's gonna be the strongest. He's gonna escape.
Really? The Yeti? I thought Bigfoot would be the strongest.
What do monsters eat?
First up, we're gonna be feeding Bigfoot, and he is the hungriest out of all the monsters. Hopefully he doesn't get too crazy. Okay, don't worry, Bigfoot. I got your food right here. It's okay. All right, we're gonna get this in there and let him eat. Good thing we've got a little slidey hatch, so I don't have to go anywhere near Bigfoot's mouth. Whoa, okay. I guess that means he likes it. Okay, guys, so we just finished feeding Bigfoot. A little crazy.
I'd say so.
But now we're back, and it's time to make dinner for the Yeti.
Yeah, and I'm basically Gordon Ramsay, so the Yeti is gonna get an amazing meal.
Well, it is prison, so, he doesn't have to get the most amazing meal.
No. I am gonna feed him like a king.
I was thinking we just feed him like a Pop-Tart or something.
Oh!
Fish, why do you have a fish?
Because Yetis love fish.
What even is that thing?
Oh my goodness.
Golly, why is it like a head? No! I don't like that at all! Please don't take me! That's disgusting! I can see his brain!
Okay.
Why are we feeding it a head, dude?
Because it's a... We just don't have one fish head. We have a whole nother fish because this Yeti needs to eat a lot of food.
Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but Papa Jake does not like fish.
I'm just a good old fish about to be eaten by a Yeti because Yetis love me and it's a great source of their protein and nutritious parts of their diet.
I think we really should have just given the Yeti a big Pop-Tart. This is gross. But wait, every monster has to have a live insect with it. What live insect do we have for this?
These are called super worms. they are genetically modified to have extra protein in them. So I'm just gonna take these and pour them inside the head. And the Yeti's mouth is so big, he can eat this fish head in one bite.
Guys, let me know which one of these meals is the most disgusting. That has to be the grossest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, come on. If you were a monster, would you not want to eat this meal? I'm basically the #1 monster chef in the world.
Yeah, no, I do not want this meal. Nothing to do with this meal looks appetizing at all. Okay, let's hope the Yeti's a little easier to feed than Bigfoot. Okay, so we're back with an absolutely disgusting meal. But the Yeti's really hungry, so I think it's time to feed him. Luckily for us, he's also got a secret feeding hatch. Just gonna disconnect this. Okay, wow, all right, here you go, here you go. Here you go, here's your fish with, okay, it's disgusting. Whoa, okay, all right, buddy, you've had all your food, so why don't you just go to bed now. Go to bed. Go to bed. Sleep gas. That'll do it. Now we've got some disgusting algified slime.
Oh, Jake. This stuff is gross.
Yeah, that's not the grossest part, Phil. The grossest part is the live insect that we're putting in this. This is a bucket of worms. Oh, disgusting. You can't just do that, Phil. Careful. These worms are what we're gonna feed to the pond monster. Well, in the slime. Oh man! The pond monster loves worms and algae.
Next time we open up a prisoner, remind me not to have monsters in it.
Oh man, maybe having a pond monster locked up wasn't so good. I don't know if I can do this every day. At least he's not eating us and he's eating worms.
Well, hopefully the pond monster enjoys his meal, because I know I would not.
Okay, yeah, so we have officially captured the monsters, fed the monsters, but we still have a few things to do. We need to bathe them, and most importantly, make sure that my box fort prison can withstand their strength. So be sure to stick around to see if my box fort prison can hold these monsters, or if it's gonna epically fail, like Phil thinks.
Of course it's gonna fail. These monsters are too strong.
They smell horrible though. Can we please give them a bath already?
Yeah, wait a minute. Jake, how are we giving them a bath?
Yep, this is gonna get all the monsters clean and tidy. This is not fun and games.
I don't know, Jake, it's pretty funny.
That was insane. I do not want to see another monster for like at least a day. Those things smelled horrible.
I thought bathing myself was bad. Bathing monsters, 1,000 times worse.
That was the smelliest thing I've ever smelt. Ever.
Oh no, guys, we forgot about one of the monsters. We haven't bathed the pond monster yet. Biggs will do it.
I'm not doing it. Biggs will do it.
Biggs will do it.
The pond monster lives in the pond. He bathes every day.
Jake, we are out of soap.
Okay, then you know what? Maybe we just leave the pond monster be. He's totally happy in there. We'll move on to the strength test because obviously, guys, if these monsters are going to be trapped in here for an extended period of time, we need to make sure that this prison never can be breached. If any of these monsters escape, not only could they go back into the wild, but they will 100% bite Jess because Jess is like a monster magnet.
I thought you strength tested the prison before they got in here.
Jess, how am I supposed to strength test the prison? I have no idea how strong a Yeti is. Now we have one to test. This is new science. No one knows how strong a Yeti is. My bet is he's probably pretty strong the way he handled that.
Oh, can't be stronger than me.
Biggs, you think your muscles are big? You should see the size of Bigfoot's. That would be like the size of his pinky muscle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Remember, I'm the one who carried him into this box fort monster prison.
All right, fine, Biggs. If you're so strong and tough, then you get to be the first person to go in there and strength test this thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, no.
Just yell if you need help, then we probably won't be able to come in because that's super dangerous. Opening up the first cell block. Biggsy, good luck.
Bigfoot, here I come.
He's not making it out of there. Close it! Locking! So we have officially caught all the monsters, fed the monsters, and bathed the monsters. Now it's time to test their strength. I've of course made this prison as strong as physically possible, but when you're dealing with the pond monster, Bigfoot, and even a snow yeti, you never know how strong these things are. That's why I've got 3 grades of strength tests, and they're heavy. This is green. It's about 100 pounds, and if they can bend this, then you know, it means they're decently strong, but they won't be getting through my cardboard. Next up is red. And this is very heavy. It's 500 pounds of pressure to bend this thing. If they can bend this, then they can basically rip a car in half. But not my prison.
Oh, so we're gonna be like completely safe.
I would call this a challenge successful.
And this is the absolute heaviest solid titanium cardboard. At 1,000 pounds of pressure to bend this thing, if they're able to break this, then yeah, they can break out of my prison. But there's no way they can bend this. Okay. Whew, Big Z, you're up.
Okay, it's time. Mr. Yeti? Hey, Yeti, come here for, oh my goodness. Okay, you know, we're gonna play a little game, a fun game. Calm down. Hey, okay, Mr. Yeti, it's time for your strength test. The first one's level 1. Whoa. Oh. Okay, he definitely handled level 1 quite easily. Time for level 2. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to test level 1 with any other monsters because he quite literally broke it in half. I was heavy. Oh, he can't do it. I don't think he can do it. He's not even able to break it. Eddies aren't that strong. Oh no. Okay, I made a mistake. He's definitely breaking the level 2 strength. He just threw the level 2 strength test. Ow! Okay, time for level 3. One hand? He's trying to break it. Oh my goodness, I think he's using his whole force and he can't break the level 3 strength test. Looks like Jake's prison can actually hold this monster. Oh yeah. I think my foot's broken. I gotta get out of this cell.
Oh, easy, how'd it go? What is going on with your foot?
The Yeti dropped the level 3 strength test on my foot.
Whoa, he wasn't able to break the level 3 strength test, right?
No, luckily he didn't get through.
Right.
But he handled level 1 and 2 easily. You gotta test this out on the Bigfoot. See if he can handle level 3.
Biggs, there's no way Bigfoot can handle level 3, okay? I thought the Snow Yeti was probably stronger than Bigfoot anyway. But if it makes you feel better, just let me in.
Aye, Jake.
All right. He just bent level 3! Let me out! No! Woo! Lock it!
Oh, did everything go great?
No, everything did not go great! Bigfoot was able to bend the level 3 bar!
Wait, Jake, level 3 bar. Does that not mean he can break out of this prison? You promised!
No, he can only break out of the prison if he figures out he can break out of the prison. Right now, he's just a stupid Bigfoot. He has no idea that he can break out of here.
Bigfoot can break out of here at any second!
Biggs, why would you say that? Friends have built the ultimate box fort Spider-Man prison to help the real Spider-Man capture his most evil and dangerous monster villains. After, well, I sort of turned into Spider-Man. If you guys saw the last video, I was bit by a radioactive spider. And let's just say, I've got some pretty cool abilities. Check this out. Yeah, I can shoot webs out of my arms, and I'm super strong. I've even got spidey senses.
Jake, you're gonna need a lot of work before you're at my level, but I gotta say, we've done something incredible. The technology we have created with this spider prison is even better than Stark Industries, even better than Oscorp. This is the mix of a spider brain, Papa Jake brain.
That's what I've been telling you, Spider-Man. With your amazing abilities and my extremely smart brain, we can combine our powers to make incredible things. I'm a box 4 wizard. I'm a scientist.
Jake, look at this. We've got cardboard reinforced with spider webbing. This is absolutely incredible, stronger than ever. Nothing can get through this.
Jake, are you really sure about this? I get you have really cool powers, and yeah, Spider-Man's here. But catching Bigfoot and the pond monster is one thing. These are 3 of the worst supervillains of all time.
Jess, you're forgetting that I am the real Spider-Man and I'm gonna be helping you guys out. Plus, he's got spider powers.
Yeah, Jess, I have my own spider abilities, and we gotta help Spider-Man out. I'm the only one that knows how to make maximum security prisons that can hold these kind of monsters. Plus, with all the science and research I've been doing, it's the perfect tag team. It'll be Papa Jake and Spider-Man.
I think it's better with Spider-Man and Papa Jake.
Well, I think maybe like Papa Jake should go first and then Spider-Man, but we can figure that out later,
Yeah, we
Spidey.
can figure it out later.
Hey! Jake, Spider-Man! Can someone let me out here, please?
Guys, my spidey senses are tingling. I think Biggs might be stuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's stuck. I could hear him. Yeah, 1 second, Biggs.
Go check that out, okay?
You know what? Just leave the technology stuff to me. All right, Biggs, door's unlocked. Okay, guys, you gotta check out this prison. I know you saw my last prison, and I know what you're thinking. Jake, all the monsters escaped from your last prison.
What was that?
Nothing, Spidey. You can just go on over there. So yeah, I'm not exactly telling Spider-Man about all of that, but I've made this insane prison so we can capture 3 of the craziest, the most deadly, and also, might I say, the coolest monsters. I mean, we're talking Venom, the Green Goblin, and one of my personal favorites, Mysterio. With me and Spider-Man teamed up using my technology and some of his cool talents, nothing's gonna be able to stop us.
Jake, can you let me out of here, please?
Oh, Jake, my spidey senses are tingling. I think Biggs is still stuck in there.
Yeah, I forgot there's a second layer of locking systems. Hold on. Cells open, Biggs, and by the looks of it, all the cells are unlocked now.
Finally! I was working in that cell and Jess closed it off on me and locked me in.
I thought you would be able to get out. You're Spider-Man's apprentice or whatever. You're already wearing the t-shirt.
I know. How cool do I look? Hey, Spider-Man? Like you and me.
Yeah, you look pretty good.
Oh,
You got my
yeah.
likeness on this pretty well. This one made my head look a little bit big, but
guys,
all right.
I've already been bitten by a
Guys, I don't want to ruin this whole party, but we sort of have some really important missions to get going to. Also, where's Phil?
Oh, I know where he is.
Someone save! Get it off me! It's a monster! It's Venom! Get him off me! Get him off me! I'm going for a Rochambeau!
Hey, listen up, guys.
I think you need to work on your spidey senses still, Jake. It was just Phil.
Right.
All for having fun, but we gotta catch Venom.
I just said that. Also, Phil, what are you wearing? You look ridiculous.
I'm Miles Morales. I'm here to join the team. Me and Spidey, am I right? He looks pretty good.
Phil, you can't join the team. You weren't bit by a spider. You have no abilities. Look.
Hey, go.
See, Phil? I, unlike you, have abilities.
Okay, put it down. Jake and I, we're gonna deal with Venom, but first, we have to head up to the spy base and make some gadgets.
Oh yeah, guys, if you didn't know this, I've totally redone the Papa Jake HQ. I've converted it into my very own Spider-Man secret base. And I've been working on a few brand new tech items that you're gonna wanna see. And even some that you can use, Spidey.
Jake, you shouldn't have. He's my biggest fan.
Remember, later in this video, me and Spider-Man are gonna be capturing Venom, Green Goblin, and Mysterio. You're not gonna wanna miss that because we're gonna be locking them up right here in my Spider-Man prison.
And Jake, I got some crazy ideas to try and catch these guys.
I've completely redesigned my spy base to make it the ultimate Spider-Man hideout. Guys, can you stop playing around with those? Those are actually super serious gadgets. Someone could get hurt.
It doesn't even have all the stones, Jake.
Jake, your technology has my name in it. Spider-Man technology.
You have Hulk hands?
Whoa, easy with those. Those are actually just as powerful.
Whoa, that was awesome! Jake, did you make that?
Yeah, I made all of these. This was gonna help us track down those villains.
These are really awesome. What else you got?
Oh, I've been working on some crazy tech. All right, guys, check this out. This is my all-new Spider-Man web shooter. Now, I know what you're thinking. Papa Jake, you can literally shoot webs out of your arms. Yes, but those webs aren't electrified.
That's like Miles!
Hey, speaking of Miles, Phil, get in here! You can join the team!
Wait, really? I'm in?
Yeah, Phil, here.
Okay, Jake, I gotta admit, that was pretty cool.
Is he okay?
I don't think so.
There's enough electricity in there to charge like 3 Teslas.
Jake, I gotta test this thing out. Biggs?
Wait, Spidey, that's a little bit different. It actually uses like...
Basically, you pull this back.
No, it's a sleep agent!
I want to go on this adventure.
Okay. All right, that worked really well. A little bit too well, guys.
Yeah, unlike the stun blaster, that's a sleep agent, and that's gonna work for, he can be out for a while.
Oh, Jake, what's this?
I don't know if it works yet, but basically it uses laughing gas that may, No, yeah, see, that's just gonna, okay.
Jake.
Yeah,
What's happening to her?
Now she's gonna be laughing. Okay, yeah.
Billy.
Hey, Jess, why'd the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why he crossed the road.
Because he was trying to find Spider-Man.
That was a good one.
I know, right? You think so? Okay. Maybe we've all got a bit of that laughing gas. You know what? We should probably clear out of this room because it's not good to breathe in. It's still in the prototype phase.
Okay, Jake, let's get out of here.
Okay, we're hot on the tail of Venom. And if you guys are wondering what these are replicas. I built them in my lab, but we're gonna use them to take down Venom. This vibranium shield mixed with Thor's hammer will create a shockwave that will surely stop Venom in his tracks.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really loud, Spider-Man.
Wait for Venom.
Okay, and given the fact that you've had your Spidey abilities a lot longer than me, you're gonna use those to distract him. Maybe, I don't know, swing around, do a couple backflips. Once I'm in position, loud bang, and we capture ourselves a Venom. Oh, and if we can, let's try and grab the alien. Looks like we've tracked him to some sort of skate park. Maybe Venom's skating.
All right, guys, time for Spider-Man to do his thing. I don't see him yet. Still no sign of him, Jake. But wait, my Spidey senses, they're tingling.
Yeah, Spidey, I'm glad you're having fun and all running around, but I'm not seeing Venom. He's sort of big and mean and scary. I'm pretty sure we'd see him by now. Are you sure those Spidey senses are... Sorry. Forget I said that. I'm gonna need you over here, like, now.
Okay, Jake! He's up there!
Don't worry, Spidey! I'll get after him! I've got my web abilities too! Oh no, I think I gotta work on my skills. Maybe you go!
It's time to activate the plan!
Spidey, get him in position! I'll use the Captain America shield and the hammer to draw the alien out of him.
We're at the very top and we have him in the perfect position, ready to get knocked down by the vibranium.
Whoa, careful, Spidey. This thing's really tall. I'm sort of glad I didn't have to go up there.
Jake! Go! Use the vibranium!
Okay, make sure to cover your ears. Here comes the vibration.
Guys, it's working! It's working! This is awesome! Oh no, okay, going back up.
I think it's working. The alien, it's coming out. Okay, I've got it, Spidey. Hold him in position. I've got the alien slime. Oh, we've got it. Actual Venom. The alien. Okay, now to trap him inside my container and bring him back to the prison. He's not getting out of here. Okay, we got him. Spidey, we can head back to the prison now.
I got him, Jake! I got him!
What? You got, whoa!
I got Venom!
What do you mean you got Venom?
I got him in my web!
Spidey, we only needed the alien inside of him. You didn't need the full Venom.
I thought that's why we built a cardboard prison for him! Stay where you are!
Fine, but then you're carrying him home.
I don't think Venom's ever gonna get out of there.
And we were able to get the Venom alien, which means I could do so much research on this. Not even maybe recreate Venom. Spidey, maybe you don't mess with Venom while he's in the cell. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the engineering, but you know, you can never be 100% sure he can't break out.
Jake, what's he gonna do? I'm Spider-Man.
Did I hear you say you're going to recreate Venom? Do you really think that's a good idea, Jake?
I mean, if I make it in the right way, I can make a super good Venom that can help us fight monsters. Plus, it's super secure in this case. It's not going anywhere.
Jake, as someone who's been affected by the symbiote, it's pretty awesome. But we don't have time to be doing that right now. We've got 2 more monsters to catch.
Right, okay, we still have the Green Goblin, and we've got Mysterio, which means we've got to track down the Green Goblin. He's kind of a scary dude. I mean, not to mention the fact that he's super strong and has some pretty insane abilities, he's also just really scary. I mean, have you heard that laugh? It sounds like Jess when she's laughing on laughing gas.
We need to create an antidote so that we can make the Green Goblin not the Green Goblin anymore. We should go up to the lab, create the antidote, you mix it with your technology, and then we'll go find Green Goblin, dart him, and then we'll bring him back here.
That's way better than fighting him, yeah. We gotta combine our forces, your amazing abilities and my science brain.
Jake, you know what that means. To the lab! Jake, this is a better lab than Doc Ock's lab, and I've been there a bunch of times, and it is super cool.
Thank you. I take pride in my Boxford lab.
Jake, okay, so what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a few different things, okay? So first and foremost, we're gonna need this, okay?
Spider-Man, do you know exactly what you're doing?
I'm Spider-Man. People think I just have web powers and stuff like that. I also got the brain the size of Tony Stark's.
Right.
Put it onto there, okay? And then we're gonna have to synthesize it. So we're gonna take a little of this liquid right here and pour it on top.
Well, Spidey, I don't know if that's a really smart idea. The gas alone from that could knock us out.
Jake, that's exactly what we need.
Right, okay.
We're trying to go for knockout gas, okay? So add a little bit of this compressed, then extract this. Jake, do you have something so that we can put this into a dart?
Spider-Man, this will literally do nothing in a dart. You know what? Why don't you leave the science to me? Here. You're on the right track. Green Goblin. He was basically able to turn himself into a supervillain. So what we need to do is neutralize the agents inside his blood. The way we're gonna do that is simple. And it starts with this, our web shooter serum.
It's the perfect neutralizing compound.
Exactly. This is the same stuff that our web shooters use. But if you combine it together.
Oh, be careful with that, Jake.
Check it out. That is alive. This is pure DNA.
For those that don't know, that means deoxyribonucleic acid.
He's not wrong. Okay, now what we do is take the DNA and mix it into a solution. And this is the fun part. I get to use my abilities. Whoa! Look at that reaction. That's exactly what we wanted.
Okay, but Jake, how are you gonna take this and put it into a dart?
Leave that up to me.
I can't believe they actually caught him, Biggs. He's so gross.
I know it's crazy. Venom, oh my goodness, he's like Spider-Man's arch nemesis. You're stuck in the cage. You can't get out.
Be careful, because what if he can get out? We've gotten everything pretty locked down, but there's always a chance. You know what happened last time with Jake's prison?
But they added Spider-Man's webbing to it, so I think it's gonna be secure. But more importantly, look at this. Ooh, it's the Venom goo.
Biggs, you're gonna want to stay so far away from that. Do not touch that, and don't tell Jake we know it's here.
No, look, think about it. I'm a good person, right? So what if I, try to see if I'm a good host for the Venom, and I can be a good guy Venom?
No, and no. If you touch that, absolutely terrible things might happen, Biggs. Can you imagine if we have to lock up another Venom?
No, it's opposite Thursdays. We already have a bad Venom in there, so a bad Venom opposite is a good Venom. I'm gonna be the good Venom.
No, Biggs, it's Saturday. Don't touch it, Biggs, please.
It's just a sample.
No, don't open that, Biggs. Oh no, he opened it. Oh gosh. I really don't think you should have done that.
Oh, wait. Nothing happened. I feel fine.
That doesn't seem fine, Biggs. Oh, we've got a problem. A really big problem. We don't have enough jail cells for this! Oh, Biggs, are you okay?
Am I okay? I don't feel good, boy. Dude, I feel so strong. Oh, why do I feel like eating meat? Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh.
Dirty human, feed me. Eat her head. Rip off her head and eat it.
Ah! What?
What's going
There's
on?
someone inside my head. Hello? Get it out of my head. Get it out of my head. Ah! I'm not eating anyone's head.
What? Eating whose head?
Don't worry about it, Jess. It's better you don't know what's going on in my head right now. Okay, just calm down. We can get you some snacks, some food, maybe some hamburgers, but I am not eating a head, okay? I am not eating a head. Jess is a friendly, okay?
Who are you talking to?
I think I'm talking to Venom.
I told you this was a bad idea!
Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Of course, yeah.
I can't control this thing. We are not eating.
Oh no! I told him it was a bad idea! What am I gonna tell Jake? His venom is gone! Oh, this couldn't have gone any worse. Or maybe he won't even notice. He's just gonna be so distracted catching all of the other villains. It should be just fine, right? And whatever you guys do not tell Jake what just happened.
Okay, so Jake has now gotten the serum into the dart. Now we just gotta find Green Goblin.
Yeah, and I'm scanning the airways. It looks like he's actually flying by here. This might be our shot.
This is perfect. We gotta get outside.
Why do you attract really, really bad people? Like, bad people.
I don't know, like I've got the worst luck.
All right, regardless, this actually works to our advantage. If Green Goblin's heading this way, then it's time to use this. We were able to add the serum that we created to the electrical dart, which means, and I hope, if we blast this at Green Goblin, it should disable all of his powers, which will give us enough time to lock him up in prison.
Jake, what do you mean by should? We should be pretty clear that it will work.
Well, I mean, I don't exactly have a Green Goblin to test it on. So, just like before, you do the distracting, I do the blasting. And that was a ping on the security cameras. He's in the backyard. Come on, let's go. Okay, so what do we do? Just look in the sky until we see a Green Goblin flying around?
Wait, Jake, I'm getting my Peter tingle. Oh, sorry, that's what I call it with my Aunt May. And don't worry, once he sees me, he's gonna come and try and attack us.
Okay, I should probably stand.
No.
No. If he's coming to attack you, he's coming to attack you. He doesn't mean he has to attack me. You know what? Just get up there, find a vantage point, and be on the lookout for him. Once we see him, then we'll figure out who takes him down.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. Okay.
Why does it not always work? So the web shooter is ready to take down the Green Goblin as soon as we see him. Spider-Man's getting on top of the roof to get a good vantage point of him. Then we just have to distract him long enough and hope my aim's good enough to get him with this. Do you see anything? Where could he be?
Oh, I was expecting Spider-Man. I didn't know it would be him and you, Papa Jake.
He might be underneath you.
Well, now it's time for you to go boom. Hope you enjoy my blast.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Papa Jake, and I just sort of, I just learned how to use my spider abilities, and as you can see, they don't really work all that time. So maybe you could go a little bit easy on me?
Ready to have some fun? Let's go, let's have a fight!
Perfect! This is my chance! Hold him steady, hold him steady!
Oh, I forgot how strong he is! Oh, get off of me!
Come on, come on!
Jake, get him!
I got the shot! Got him!
No, my powers! My powers! I'm so weak!
We did it! It's actually working! The boom! No. Close.
But check it out, Jake! We got another one! And it's the Green Goblin! I love this guy! He doesn't have any powers! I can do whatever I want!
I mean, it's a great addition to our prison. And the tech behind this is insane. I can't wait to study it. Okay, come on. We gotta get back to the prison, and fast.
If you really think that this prison can hold me, then you'll be wrong. The second I get out of here, you both will be destroyed!
This guy doesn't have any muscle anymore!
Yeah, I don't think you're ever getting out of here, buddy. I built this prison to secure even the craziest and most dangerous monsters of all time. Speaking of which, guys, we've almost collected every single monster on our list. There's just one villain left, and he kind of creeps me out.
Guys, speaking of Mysterio, it looks like there's drones flying overhead. I think all of this action with the bad guys has really ruffled their feathers. There's probably more of them outside too.
Wait, but Mysterio and drones? I'm confused.
Jake, you didn't tell me that your friend can see through walls. How is she seeing through the ceiling?
She's not seeing through the ceiling. She's actually using my technology that I've implemented around the entire house. But why is Mysterio using drones?
His drones are attack drones. They're literally gonna fly around and blast us away if we let them.
I thought he was a fish tank.
It's smoke inside his helmet to conceal his identity, kind of like this is.
Okay, then that means that to take out Mysterio, we're gonna have to also take out his drones. I got an idea. Spidey, you head to the roof. I'll be on the ground.
I do like swinging up onto the roof. That sounds like a plan.
Okay, Spidey, I'm down here. What do you got?
I'm way up on the roof and I see drones. They're flying all over the place. I gotta start dodging these drones and keep it distracted so Jake can get out there and get Mysterio. Whoa! Okay.
You know what they say, where there's drones, there's Mysterio. I think I see him.
Oh, Papa Jake, if we don't meet again.
We meet again? I've never met you in my life.
It's time for my drones and me to destroy you and Spider-Man. If my drones don't get you, I will.
Why is he holding a blaster? Spidey, I've got a problem. Come on! I really wish I knew how to use my powers. Siren! Spidey! We got a problem! I'm going inside! Follow me in there! He's coming after me!
You think you can run away from me, Papa Jake? My drone will eat you for breakfast.
Whoa! Mysterio, we can talk about this. Why don't we just come to a friendly agreement? I won't trap you in my prison if you just leave my house and leave me alone. I really need my Spider-Man abilities to work. Come on!
Not my drone! No!
Whoa! Looks like your drone is done for.
You're gonna pay for that!
Oh, no. We can still talk about this. Spidey!
All right, Jake, I'm here. I can help you out.
Yeah, fight that man!
All right, come on, Mysterio. Now it's just you and me.
Yeah, I'll let you two fight it out. All right, guys, now time for my real plan. Check it out. This little spider has been equipped with an electric charge. Go get him, buddy. Oh, it worked! I can't believe it actually worked! There was a good chance it would just blow up.
Jake, was that you? Did you just control the spider?
Yeah, and that thing had like more power than 3 Teslas. Now we can get Mysterio back to the prison. We did it! We actually caught Mysterio! Alright, it's official. Green Goblin's all locked up, Venom's all locked up.
Well, Jake, that was a great time, but I got a lot of other people to deal with in New York City, so I'm gonna head on back, but I'll be in touch.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess I could just hold down the prison while you're gone. Never getting out of here, Venom. Enjoy your life in prison. Today, I built the world's largest Avengers cardboard prison to lock up the world's most evil supervillains. Come check it out. We have built some of the most secure cardboard cells we've ever created because these supervillains mean business. I mean, check this out. We even got the Venom slime from the last video already locked away in here, securely safe inside this metal container. But today we're gonna be adding on to our prison because although we've already locked up Venom, Green Goblin, and Mysterio, we're not stopping there. Our friend Spider-Man has been coming around and teaching us a thing or two about stopping crime and locking up supervillains. So today we're gonna be using these 4 cells to capture 4 brand new supervillains. And the last one might be the hardest villain we have ever captured. But let's not worry about that yet. We still have 3 other villains that we need to capture.
Speaking of the next villains, it looks like Loki's on the map. He's opening a wormhole into our dimension.
You won't keep me locked up here. I'm gonna get out of here. Just wait. The second I get out of here, you and that Spider-Man will be destroyed.
Sure, yeah. Guys, he's been saying that since we locked him up.
We're gonna be putting Loki in this. This might look like just a regular piece of glass, but it's actually some really cool nanotechnology that makes sure that Loki can't just teleport out of his cell. Because if you didn't know, Loki kinda is able to teleport. And how we're gonna be capturing these supervillains is gonna require a lot of skill, but also some pretty cool tech. If you guys haven't checked it out, we've been working on this base over on the Papa Jake World channel for the last couple of weeks, and I've got some of the coolest tech that I've ever created. I mean, check this out. These aren't toys, okay? These are real replicas of the actual items that the Avengers use. Like this Iron Man helmet. Whoa! Hey Jarvis, say hello!
Hello, Papa Jake. And viewers.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, Jake, all of the gadgets are really, really awesome, but Loki, wormhole, bad guys.
Yeah, Jake, this tech is so cool. Like these spiders that blow smoke and make you fall asleep. I shouldn't have pressed that.
He might be asleep for a little bit. Phil, I told you not to touch all of our cool stuff. Because like I said, these aren't toys, these are replicas. And it means they actually work just like the real thing. This is a real life vibranium shield. Just like the one Captain America used. I think this might come in handy when we're taking down Loki.
We need to get Loki. I've pinned his location.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Okay, thanks for showing off the hammer, Bigsy. Yeah, that's actually part of my plan. I don't want to reveal everything yet, but all of us are going to be taking... I'm just kidding. It works as a Thor's hammer. It's just not Thor's hammer, so I can pick it up. And that doesn't, shoot me 1,000 feet in the air. But we're gonna be using these hammers. I'll explain that later. What we need to do right now is gear up, though. I think I know who I'm choosing. All right. Perfect. Everyone, grab your suit and meet me out front. We got a Loki to catch.
Woo! I got Hulk's hand. I'll be able to Hulk smash.
I finally got it. This could come in handy.
It is a hammer after all.
And just in case, I'll grab the Ant-Man helmet too. So I can be Ant-Woman. Ready to go.
Wait for me!
Let's go get Loki.
All right, perfect. Loki should be around here somewhere. But where's Jess and Phil? Oh, you gotta stop doing that.
Why? It's fun.
What about Phil? Whoa!
There he is.
Jake, we really need a tutorial on how to use this thing.
Yeah, it's called Don't Use the Fly Boots, Phil. You don't know what you're doing. Now, come on, we've got a Loki to catch. Did you bring your hammer like I told you?
Jake, I don't need a hammer. I'm Star-Lord.
Whoa, Phil, okay, please be careful where you fire that thing. And yes, you do need a hammer. Loki's from Asgard, which means we need tools that are also from Asgard to take him down. Hence why I told everyone to bring a Thor's hammer. Jess, what is that?
This is the coolest Thor's hammer. Are you kidding? Groot's arm made this.
That's a Groot hammer, but perhaps it might still work. Okay, at least Biggs has his hammer. Because it looks like we might already have Loki coming. He's right there. He just spawned through a wormhole. Come on, quickly.
This will be a perfect world to take over.
All right, come on. He was just over here.
Oh, looks like we have some intruders.
Wait. Where did he go? He was just here. I saw the wormhole.
Where'd he go?
Phil!
You've messed with the wrong god.
I've had enough of this guy. Where'd he go?
Yeah, because it's Loki. He can teleport. Phil, are you okay?
I don't think so, Jake. I just got stabbed.
Oh, no. Okay, Biggs, you stay with Phil. Me and Jess are going to go after Loki.
Once my minions come into this world, we'll take it over. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Them again? Haven't they learned their lesson?
Loki!
Looks like I'll have to take care of you like I did your friend.
Come on, Loki! Try this, Loki!
My crown! You will pay for this!
Where'd he go? I hate the fact that he can teleport. Jess, keep looking around. He's got to be around here somewhere.
Guys! Bigsy nursed me back to health. Where's this Loki character?
Oh, but thank goodness, Phil. I'm so glad you're okay. I was so worried about you.
Yeah, Loki came out of nowhere. I didn't even see him.
Wait, Biggsy nursed you back to health. Well, then where's Biggs?
He said he was heading back to the base. All right, now what are we waiting for? Let's go catch the world's best villain, strongest villain, Loki.
Wait, Phil, you should be a little more careful. Aren't you a little bit sore? I mean, you just got stabbed.
No, I've healed myself, remember? Now let's go capture Loki.
Yeah, we should definitely go capture Loki. Jess, why don't you just stand a
couple feet to the left of Phil. Don't want to crowd him too much.
Okay. Are you okay, Phil?
Hey, Phil, I found something cool out about this hammer that I didn't know. Yeah, it does this really weird thing when I do this.
Wait, no! Jake, that's Phil! Stop! What are you doing?
That's not Phil, Jess!
Wait, what? It was Phil and now it's Loki? What?
Yeah, he can shapeshift. That wasn't Phil.
Well, how did you know?
Because Phil didn't say something dumb for a whole 30 seconds. And I know Phil. Loki, you're coming with us. We've got a nice, warm, sort of warm prison for you. Let's just say you'll be spending the rest of your life in our maximum security cardboard prison. Hey, Loki, I hope you enjoy your brand new cell. We made this just for you. Check it out! We can even see it through the glass. I love this idea. We can watch him every day, every single day. We'll know exactly what he's up to. And what he's not going to be up to is doing anything evil. Isn't that right, Loki?
Let me out of here. I will rain down Asgard on all of you and crush you. You do not mess with a god. Ugh, a spider. I hate spiders.
I knew the Spidey sleep spray would come in handy. Better to use it on him than Phil.
Are you sure this cell's gonna hold him? That's Loki, Jake. He's really powerful.
Yes, and I built this cell specifically for Loki because he can teleport. This is gonna keep him inside. And for good measure, I even have an electrical force field. See? Everything's gonna be great.
I really hope so, because you just made him really angry. And if he needs to get out of there, he's gonna get out of there.
Yeah, he'll get over it. Come on, let's go check in on Phil and Biggs. We still have 3 more evil villains to capture and put in our box for prison. Okay, so we've got Loki all locked up, but like I said, we still have 3 more villains, and the last one is gonna be the hardest supervillain we've ever captured. We're gonna need everything we have in this fort to take him down. But right now, our next mission is gonna be simple. Well, not that simple. I mean, there's Ultron, there's Doc Ock. Maybe we can start by tracking down Doc Ock. Just maybe you don't hold those. You know what? Let's just put these on display. These are Loki's daggers after all. You know what? They can go here.
But they're so cool. Can't we use them?
Just like everything in this fort, Jess, it's really cool, but also very dangerous. Unless you know exactly what...
How about this?
Very dangerous.
This!
Very dangerous, Jess. Like off the charts dangerous. I don't even want to touch that. Put that back.
Fine.
Speaking of Phil, how you doing, buddy?
Honestly, Jake, a lot better. That spiderwebbing healing spray you were creating, it kind of did the trick.
Yeah, Phil, I don't know. You were in a lot of pain, and then all of a sudden he put that Spider-Man stuff on it, and he healed completely in like 5 seconds. It was so cool, Jake.
Well, I'm glad you were able to use my Spidey spray. Phil, you should have seen it. Loki turned into you. Jess had no idea. If it had gone on any longer, I think he totally would have been able to take us out.
Yeah, come to think of it though, I probably would have found out. He was really ugly.
Jess, when Loki shapeshifts, he turns into an exact replica of the person he shapeshifts into.
Wait, Jess just called me ugly.
Well, you're not pretty. Also, Jake, why is your screen flashing red?
Whoa. This isn't good, this isn't good.
Smells like something's burning.
Yeah, the computer, it's malfunctioning.
Is somebody trying to ruin your prison?
I'm sure it's just a glitch.
Jake, someone trying to hack into our system, kind of like an AI, created by Tony Stark, maybe someone named Ultron.
Oh, okay, I know that we were planning on going after Ultron today, but what? It's like he heard that we were gonna come after him, so instead he decided to come and attack us first. The server's in the lab.
Stop it, Jake. Your world as you know it is over. I have taken control of all your devices and technology. I am in your head. I am everywhere. I am everything. Your technology is all mine. And the cardboard prison that's keeping your supervillains? Well, they're gonna be all let out and you're gonna have a bigger problem than you ever thought you would have. I am Ultron, and I am almighty.
Hold on, Ultron's in the lab! He's here! We need to stop him, like, yesterday! He's gonna shut down the prison!
Jake, do something!
I'll convert all of our power to Loki's cell, and then we have to stop Ultron, and also capture him, because he was kind of on our list of villains to capture today.
Jake, why'd the power just go out?
Oh no.
Jake!
What?
Behind you!
Ah!
Looks like it's time for a boom!
Oh no! Phil? You saved my life!
This vibranium shield really came in handy! And as for you, you're going back in your cell.
No!
Restoring backup power now.
Hurry, Jake!
There, got it! Power's on! The cell should be relocked!
All right.
And Phil, you saved my life! That was close!
Can I come back up now?
Yeah, it's safe, Jess. Thanks for all the help.
You're welcome.
Okay, but more importantly, we need to get to Ultron now before he makes any more damage. The backup power is only gonna hold out for so long. If we're gonna take down Ultron, we're gonna have to make sure that he's not at maximum power. Which means, Phil, Biggs, I need you guys to hit up the house's power grid. Turn it off. We cannot be feeding him any more electricity. Me and Jess will go try and take down Ultron. She'll act as Ant-Woman, and I'll try and distract him.
But Jake, you won't be able to see.
It's okay, I've got night vision goggles. Or night vision built into my helmet.
Oh, since when? My helmet doesn't have that.
Yeah, does he ever click the right button?
I guess not.
You always click the left button. Silly you.
But none of this will matter unless Phil and Biggs get to the power and turn it off.
You're right, I can see in the dark.
Look, Ultron can control robots, and these robots aren't the friendly kind, okay? They're the evil kind. So be on the lookout for those. Where there's Ultron, there's also robots. Jess, I'm gonna need you with your Ant-Man abilities. Biggs, you go with Phil and do whatever you guys...
Smash!
Sure, smash. Just don't smash too much of our house. Just have to come up with a plan to take him down once we get there. I'm sure I'll figure it out on the way. All right, let's do this.
Where'd she go? Whoa! Nice shot!
All right, Pixie, power grid should be just in here.
Yeah.
But I think we have more company. Nice punch!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, come on, follow me. Okay, Bigsy, I'm gonna head inside and turn off the power. You stay and make sure nobody comes in. Looks like I found the power grid. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of buttons. Jake didn't tell me which one to press.
Phil, hurry up! I hear robots. I think they're coming. Woo! This Hulk hand really packs a punch. I think I'm gonna keep this with me around at all times.
Sub panel, dryer, kitchen, refrigerator. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna press all of them.
Okay, at least I have a blaster now. Oh, looks like Phil finally found the power switch. Hopefully now Jake and Jess can take out Ultron. And Phil, hurry up! I hear more robots coming!
All right, you got your night vision on?
Yes.
All right, we just gotta make it to the lab, find Ultron, and take him down. Looks like Phil and Biggs were successful at turning off the power. And thanks to some of my awesome tech, I should be able to take out any robots we see on the way. Come on! Ah! Got him! He's down! Come on, let's keep moving. We gotta get to the lab, let's go!
Okay.
Another one! Oh, this thing packs a punch. Come on, the lab's just this way. Let's go. We're gonna have to bust the door down. Looks like it's locked.
I can do that. I'll just go small and open it up. I did it. Okay, just gotta let Jake in.
Oh, look who decided to show up. Well, it's too late. You won't be able to defeat me. I am Ultron. I am almighty.
Oh no, it looks like he's got backup power in here. Ultron, we're stopping you.
You are.
What? Jess, at least help me out a little bit. Oh, that's not good. Jess, do something.
Oh no, what do I do? Oh, he got Jake's glove off so fast. Okay, I just get up behind him and I smack him right in the face.
Looks like it's all. Hey, what's going on? Who's over here?
Okay. Plan B, Jake. What's next?
I think I have an idea. If the gauntlet doesn't work, there might be something in that case. Perfect. Oh, this has gotta work. Let's see if your swords can beat adamantium. Jess, do something!
What about this?
That'll work! That's an electric cannon set to 5,000 watts!
How do I work this thing?
Just point it!
Okay! And...
After
electrocuting Ultron, we were able to get him back down to our top secret Avengers base and lock him up for good. How do you like it in there, Ultron?
I will get out of here, and I will find you.
Yeah, I don't think so. Also, like every supervillain, we've had to create a very specific cell to hold him in. Here, check this out. This is electrified because Ultron uses electricity. But we're gonna use it against him. Yeah, so maybe don't mess around, Ultron, unless you want more zappy zaps.
Jake, these Avenger items are awesome. This shield just stopped laser beams from those robots. Laser beams!
Yeah, Phil, it's made out of vibranium. It's Captain America's shield. Remember, Jake stole it from Stark Industries?
Who's the next supervillain? Let me at him!
Whoa, Phil, I think I did most of the fighting, with these Hulk hands. I took out half the robots. You just turned the power off.
Guys, it doesn't matter who did what, okay? Look, we've already got Ultron and Loki trapped, which means we're halfway to victory.
Yeah, but the next villain is Doc Ock, and we haven't even begun to talk about the last villain, who's the worst villain of all of the villains.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the worst villain of all the villains.
Well, Jake, he is definitely the worst villain.
Yeah, he's probably the worst villain in terms of just being a really bad dude, but I definitely know a villain or two that are stronger.
Papa Jake, I hate to interrupt this debate on which villain is stronger. However, I've located Doc Ock. He appears that he's already on his way here. It would seem he's caught wind that you are hunting him down, and he is angry.
All right, what are we waiting for? Let's go get this guy!
Whoa, Phil. Doc Ock is not just any other villain, okay? Every one of these villains has been stronger and stronger than the last. And if you didn't know, Doc Ock's sort of called that because he's an octopus.
He's got 4 metal robotic arms that can grab each one of us and then throw us. That's not good.
Yes, he does have that, but no, he has 6 arms because he also has 2 of his regular arms. However, I'm not very concerned about those regular arms. I'm more concerned about the arms that are literally robots.
He could technically make a PB&J while fighting us.
Weird thought, but Biggs isn't wrong, which means we're gonna need to be on our A game, guys.
Jake, I think Doc Ock's closer than we thought.
Papa Jake, come down here and fight me! If you think you can take me on, let me see it! You think you can hide from me?
And I think I know exactly what I'm gonna use to take down Doc Ock. I've been saving this. With this Black Panther mask and the Wolverine claws, I should be unstoppable. No octopus is gonna stop me. Let's do this.
I'm gonna take over your prison!
Jake, what do we do?
Take him down. Hey, Doc Ock! I came just like you asked. Why don't we have a little bit of fun? Everyone spread out. We'll have no idea where he is. Move!
Okay, he's not gonna see me. Why isn't the mask working?
Oh no, the Ant-Man helmet must be out of juice. Hey, Doc Ock! Over here! You gotta be faster than that! Guys, we got problems! Does anyone have a plan?
Oh no. Looks like Jake and Jess are out of the fight. I have an idea though. My friend Rocket Raccoon might have a solution for us. Hey, why don't you try this on for size?
What are you gonna do, little boy? Wait, what's that?
This is a little toy my friend Rocket gave me.
No, my arms!
Woohoo! How you like that, Doc Ock?
You had that the whole time?
Yeah, why did you take so long?
Phil, we could have just used that for all the way back there. I almost got thrown into the pond. You know we have a pond monster, right?
Jake, it was a one-time use. Plus, it's Raccoon Rocket technology.
Oh,
I don't know
Raccoon
if
was touching that?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was actually gonna work.
Okay, well, let's get that pile of junk back to the prison. He doesn't look too good.
No, my arms!
And just like that, another supervillain is down. How you liking the new prison, Doc Ock?
My arms! My beautiful arms! Why?
Yeah, those arms aren't going anywhere. We've got them locked between 4 hydraulic locks. Which means, just like all the other supervillains, you're gonna be staying here for quite a while.
You know what? At the start of the day, I actually thought this prison was a horrible idea. But we've actually been able to catch 3 villains already.
Okay, yeah, it was a good idea to catch them, but who knows if it's actually gonna hold them? We know what happened last time, right?
You have a point, but Jake put a lot of technology into this place. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. Also, you know what? I don't even think Dr. Doom's gonna show up.
We weren't supposed to say his name, Phil.
Right. Yeah, no, but it's gonna be fine. He's not gonna show up. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said his name. I shouldn't have said his name.
I told you.
Thanks.
Why is it working?
All right, guys, just locked up Doc. Oh no, Dr. Doom!
I want my rematch, Papa Jake.
You know what, Dr. Doom? You just made my life a lot easier. We were gonna go capture you today and put you in our prison. But by you showing up here, you just walked right into our trap. That wasn't a trap at all, but at least I don't have to drag your body back here.
All right, then fight me.
But if I'm gonna defeat him, I do need something. I think it's time I try my experimental device. Two can play at that game. See, I've got my own gauntlet.
Wait, where did you get that?
Thanks to the schematics I borrowed from Avengers Tower. And you and I are gonna have a little bit of fun. And just like that, we had defeated Dr. Doom and locked him in our top secret Avengers prison. We had to freeze him in cryo because he's sort of one of the most dangerous supervillains. Awesome work, guys. Bunch of criminals off the streets and locked up in our prison. Good job, Jess.
Yeah, how about we never do that again?
Or how about if you guys want us to do that again, you smack the like button down below. And don't forget, for more awesome Avengers action and Box 4 builds, be sure to check out Papa Jake's World. In fact, why don't you head over there right now if you're still watching? So go check out Papa Jake's World for all the new content.
Did we win?
We won, Phil. We won. Don't worry.
That's good.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Today, me and the squad have become real-life Ghostbusters, and we're traveling around my neighborhood to find all of the ghosts and capture them. And we're gonna be putting them in our very own ghost prison. We've decked out this entire U-Haul to be our very own Ghostbusters hunting van. And we've added all of the crazy Ghostbusters gear and tech that I've been working on for the last week. Not to mention, the boys have been back at home building a top-secret ghost prison. Prisons for ghosts are a little bit different than normal prisons.
Jake, I still think this is a really bad idea. You just got bit by Slimer, and now you want to go capturing ghosts?
Yeah, that's the entire point, okay? If we don't capture it, no one else will. Plus, we are charging a small fee of $24.95 to capture the ghosts. But that's besides the point. Really, it's all about the science and the tech.
Wait a second, Jake, you told us we were doing this for fun. You're getting paid to do this?
Look, there's a small service fee that we charge because it's a dangerous job taking down ghosts. I mean, we've dealt with monsters, we've dealt with supervillains, and now we're up against ghosts. Now, you might be thinking, Jake, how is a ghost any worse than taking down literally Venom? The answer is actually they can be very creepy and bad and scary.
Jake, they're way creepier than Venom. The last time I encountered a ghost, I got possessed by one over on Papa Jake's World.
Okay, well guys, you're gonna have to let us know in the comments down below. What's crazier to capture, monsters, ghosts, or supervillains? But right now, we don't have time to debate it because we're actually on location of the very first ghost that we got a call about. It's a slide eater. And let's just say if we don't stop this thing, it's gonna eat a whole lot of kids. So Jess, grab that proton blaster. I got my proton backpack. Unlock Phil from the front of the trunk, and let's get rolling. Time to capture some ghosts.
Jake, why are we at a playground?
The first ghost that we're looking to capture is a slide eater, commonly known as a slide de l'eater. These things are known to possess slides at children's playgrounds. And if you don't take them out, they grow larger and larger, taking up the entire slide and eating anyone that decides to go down it. And if I know a thing or two about slide eaters, they're not fun.
Jake, I just realized we left the van unlocked and completely open.
Well, we're fighting ghosts, not supervillains. I don't think they're gonna know how to go there and steal a van, Phil.
But I thought ghosts only came out at night.
What are we doing? We gotta close the van up.
That's actually a common misconception. You see, Jess, ghosts are out at all times of the day. They're just more prone to be visible to humans at night. But thanks to our ghost hunting gear, like this headset, I can see ghosts during the day. Hey! Those are my goggles.
Ooh. See, when you're this strong and you got lightning and thunder with you, you don't need any equipment. I'm just gonna punch them. But I was thinking, Jake, do you think we'll get in the newspaper? Best ghost hunters in the city.
Hold up!
What do you sense?
We need to pay for parking.
I don't have my wallet.
Then we risk it. Because being a Ghostbuster is all about risking your life. Okay, guys, so we're at the place where the last known location of the slide eater is. The only problem is there's more than one slide. So we're gonna have to figure out which one it's in.
Whoa, I think I see a ghost!
That's me, Jess.
You're just so pale.
Okay, look, Phil, you're gonna have to get up there. Tell us which slide the slide eater's in. Then I'll use my ghost trapping box.
I'm not sliding down that slide if there's a ghost inside it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna capture it, okay? Just give me a little bit of a heads up warnings. I mean, it could be in both. Okay, I'll set the ghost trap box at the bottom of the slide. That way, if Phil activates the slide eater, I'll hit it with the proton cannon, knocking it out and trapping it inside the box.
Why is it me? I've already been eaten by one ghost. The Marshmallow Man literally ate me.
Because I'm just down here with the backup proton blaster, and
Ooh, this thingamabob.
yeah, that thingy-mabob. And Biggs has got thunder and lightning.
Ah! Why is it always me who has to go and see where the ghost is? I do not want to be eaten by a slide eater. I can't even imagine the type of slime that are in those things. Hello? Slide eater, are you in here? Okay, I guess I'll check the other side. Okay, I just got a really big chill. I don't feel good. There could be a ghost in here. What's that? Something's touching my leg. Jake! Are you touching my leg? Jake! Oh, no! Oh, guys! Help! Help! Slide eater!
Oh no! Phil just found the slide eater! Look!
What are you doing?
Okay, Phil, don't panic, don't panic!
I'm panicking!
Okay, just relax. Okay, don't worry, we're not panicking.
Oh yeah, that's definitely in there.
Yeah, I can see the slide eater. You don't need the glasses for this. All right, on the count of 3, we use our proton blasters.
Hey.
1, 2, 3! Keep firing at it! Come on! Got it! Oh, no! Don't worry, guys. I got it. I'm going, Jake. Whoa! I think I'm taking it down. Jess, thanks, guys. Biggs, that literally doesn't do anything. You're just punching the air. Luckily, me and Jess's proton blasters worked. And I've got a fully loaded ghost catcher, which means we can head back to the Ghostbusters van, unload this little slide eater, and head on to the next mission.
Just a sec, I'll meet you guys in the van. Just gotta take a little poo-poo.
Why is Phil screaming again?
He's always screaming.
He must have forgot to pull his pants down when he went poo.
Oh, yeah, he does do that quite a bit. Phil, what's wrong? Phil, what's going on?
Jake, there's a ghost in the toilet.
A ghost in the toilet?
I don't know what you call it, but it had big sharp teeth.
Phil, is this just another one of your tricks to get me to look at your poop?
No, I wasn't even able to go poo.
Well, send Jess.
That's all you. Poop. Nuh-uh. No way. I'm going back.
Jake, I'm telling you, this is another monster we can put in the prison. This is a ghost, for sure.
Okay, I am almost certain this is just Phil trying to get me to look at another one of his poops. A slide eater and a toilet eater within the same vicinity of one another? That just can't be true. Oh, okay, that is not one of Phil's poops. That is 100% a toilet eater. I'm setting this thing to full stun. Come here, little poo! Okay, Phil was not lying. There was definitely something in that porta potty, and I really hope that the next person that uses it doesn't find a ghost in there. I think I blasted it enough.
Yeah, you smell like poo-poo.
What? No, I smell like victory. Speaking of victory, though, the next stop we're gonna be making is back at the Papa Jake house because I reviewed the footage and I saw what was in the shed. If you guys didn't know, the reason why I'm covered in slime is because Slimer's been living inside of our shed. So I say we go back to the house and use our brand new gadgets to pay him a little visit. Get back at him for messing up my awesome uniform.
You told me we were going home to play Fortnite.
I never said that. I said we were going on a bunch of other ghost hunting missions, but we were getting paid for those. This one, doing it for the love of the game. We're capturing Slimer and we're putting him in our box for Ghost Hunter's prison.
But he bit you last time, Jake. This could turn out really poorly for you again.
Not this time. This time, he's mine. Okay guys, welcome to our official Ghostbusters prison, where we're gonna be holding all of the ghosts that we capture over the next day or two. And since we've just captured our very first ghost, the Slide Eater, it's time to transport him into this prison cell. You might remember it because this is actually where we were holding Loki until Jess turned into a ghost and let all of the supervillains free, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. As you know, we've been storing all of the ghosts that we capture inside of here. It's our super awesome portable ghost prison, but now it's time to transfer him into his brand new cell.
Yeah, you might want to hurry, Jake. He's really trying to get out of here.
Yeah, just put that down over there. Okay, now to insert the ghost trapper. Transferring the ghost. Takes a second.
How secure are you sure you built this thing?
Very, very secure, Biggs.
Okay,
I built it from the top down, just like all of the awesome ghost gadgets we've been using.
Well, I thought you were supposed to build from the bottom up.
Okay, now to very gently put the slide eater into its brand new cell. Oh, it's working! The slide eater's transferring into the cell.
Spooky.
Perfect, done.
Close it.
Now to activate the extra secure locking features. And boom. See you later, buddy. We got some more ghosts to go hunt down. All right, guys, we're back in our house and we are tracking down Slimer because today we're gonna be capturing 5 different ghosts. And the last ghost is one of the most deadly ghosts we've ever tried to track down. We've already captured the slime eater and whatever was in that toilet, but now we're tracking down Slimer for us. And by us, this is me getting square with him because he bit my arm and I almost turned into a ghost myself. It was nasty, to say the least.
Jake,
What?
I think I know where Slimer is.
That is the one good thing about Slimer. He's not exactly subtle. He's pretty easy to find. All you gotta do is look for the really gross, smelly trail of slime. This is fresh slime. This means we are right on the trail of Slimer.
And look, it leads up the stairs, Jake.
Yep, Slimer was definitely here.
Okay, well, like every other ghost that we're gonna be capturing today, once we do capture Slimer, and trust me, we're gonna get him, we have to put him inside my ghost capture device and then drop him off in the ghost prison that we built back at the house. So I say it's time we give Slimer some payback and take him down for what he did to me. Follow me. It is very, very slippery. This is not sticky slime. It is very slippery slime. Okay, everyone, just be careful. I'm trying to be careful, but yeah, it's so slippery. I lost my shoe. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Jess, hold my tools.
Got him. Jake, I don't know if we wore the right shoes for this. Don't we need like cleats or something?
Also, why does Slimer produce so much slime and where does it come from? I wonder if it comes from his butt or it's his sweat. This is so gross. But, Jake, I think you're wearing the wrong type of shoes. I had no problem going up the stairs. Might be because you're wearing the flippy floppies.
That could very much be the reason, Biggs, because it is like walking on ice here, guys. Okay, if I know anything about Slimer, he's probably hiding somewhere small. He likes tiny spaces. The hut, that's where we need to go. Jake! I need to be more careful. Hey, Slimer!
Is Jake ever gonna take his stuff back?
Jake, let's say we do catch Slimer. How many more of these ghosts do we have to capture?
We still have 4 other ghosts that we're gonna be taking down in this video. And the last ghost, let's just say no one's gonna want to capture him, and that's why I'm keeping it a secret from you and the viewers.
How are we gonna fit 4 ghosts in this little tiny thingy thing?
As I said, Jess, we can't, which is why we've been dropping them off. So just like the slide eater, we're gonna have to drop Slimer back off at our Box Fort Ghost Prison. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but this is where the trail ends, which means, Biggsy, turn up those goggles. I think Slimer's here.
All right, Jake, keeping my eyes open.
Biggsy? You see anything on those goggles?
Nothing yet, Jake.
Okay, I'm scanning around here. The trail leads here. He's gotta be somewhere in this place.
Is he upstairs?
No, he's not upstairs. Biggsy, are you sure you don't see anything on those goggles?
No, Jake, I don't see anything. Let me take another look. There's no ghost in this place at all. Trust me, I see Jess. Nothing else. Jake, are you sure the ghost is here? Oh no, it's right there! It's right there, Jake! The ghost is there! It's Slimer! It's Slimer!
I'm so scared!
It's Jake, it's there! It's there! No, it's there! It's there!
Oh, watch out, Jess! Hold on! Firing up the proton blaster!
Did you get him?
I can't track him down. Where is he? Ah! Ah! Quick! Jess, grab the ghost catcher! I've got him!
I got him!
We did it! We caught him! We need to get him back to the prison now. You're in so much trouble for biting me.
Jake? Hello, little slime on your cheek.
Oh man, disgusting.
And your arm.
We finally done it. We finally caught Slimer. Time to put him in the cell. Hope he doesn't mind sharing the space with a slide eater.
Bye-bye, stinky green boy. Bye-bye.
Activating now. Oh yeah, it's working. Is he in there yet? Whoa! We got him! Hey buddy! Enjoy spending the rest of your life in a cell! Whoa! Hit him with that loser dance! Alright, let's head back to the van and see if we can't find our next monster.
Oh, I'll be the person who answers the phones this time.
Okay, well I'll reset the trap and charge up the proton packs.
Go for Ghostbuster services. There's a ghost in your house? Well, you've called the right place. I'm just gonna need to get a credit card number on file and we'll take a hold of $19.95. Okay, perfect. And your location? Oh, we're basically neighbors. Jake, I've got our next call.
All right, boys, let's lock and load. We got another ghost. Okay, guys, we are currently headed on the way to the third ghost, which, as far as we know, is some sort of water entity. But we've tracked it down to a small house that's near the lake. We're gonna investigate that house first and see if there's any signs of this so-called water ghost that was called in the mountain.
Okay, we're here. Just landed at the stop. Let's go get this ghost.
Alrighty. Smells like ghost syrup, but time to find this third ghost. I've dealt with a whole lot of pond monsters before, so a water ghost shouldn't be that hard.
What do ghosts smell like?
Time to dehydrate this ghost. I've been thinking about that one the whole ride over here, huh? Cool.
Because he's a water ghost. That's funny. Okay, let's start at the house, which is the last known location of the ghost. If this is a water ghost, it wouldn't make sense that it's living in a house, but we'll have to track it down. That person really didn't have too much information on this. I'm thinking it'll probably be small, maybe fish size.
Did they mention if they had cookies in a cookie jar?
They left out cookies and milk like Santa?
They did not leave out cookies and milk like Santa.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am positive. Hey, just careful!
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Okay, come on. Should just be up here.
I'm beginning to think there's no cookies or milk.
Jess, did you bring the scanner?
Scanner?
Glasses, Jess.
Oh, I didn't bring those.
We don't know how big this thing could be. It could be the size of a tiny fish.
You said it was
knocking on the door.
Biggs, you can't just knock on the door. It's not gonna open the door. It's a ghost. Okay, we're gonna have to try and find another way inside this house. And since Jess decided to not bring the scanner, it's gonna be way harder to find this ghost.
Jake, I thought there's a built-in scanner on the portable proton blaster. Here, give me that.
Careful, that is a very serious tool. Okay, maybe we don't aim the proton blaster at my face.
Over here, come on.
It's actually got something.
First no cookies and now he took my toy.
Okay, Phil, just be careful. Remember, we don't know what this ghost looks like or what it could be. We have literally no information about this thing.
Jake, I am not going in another bathroom.
I think the ghost might have come out of here. And given the fact that there is a very creepy looking basement, that definitely could be where it's from.
Jake, I'm picking this up. It definitely came this way.
Okay, so clearly whatever this ghost was, it came out of that super creepy basement and is now walking towards possibly the pond. So maybe this isn't a fish. Maybe it's some sort of large entity with legs?
Oh, I'm hearing something.
Jake, this does not look normal.
Okay, this might be a lot bigger than I thought.
Oh, I really don't want to be here anymore, Jake.
Here you go. Here you go. You're getting off proton blaster back.
Okay, just calm down. These proton blasters can handle some of the largest of ghosts. As long as we use them together and at maximum strength, we'll be able to take it down. We'll follow the path down there to the lake and, hey, maybe it's just a friendly ghost. Remember Casper? He was good. He was a friendly ghost.
Yeah, friendly ghost.
We got this. We're Ghostbusters. We already caught 2 ghosts. What's one more ghost? Phil! Wait! Don't go any further!
Why? He can just go by himself. I'm sure he can figure it out.
We cannot figure it out, okay? This thing might be massive.
Jake, there's big ponds everywhere.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I can see that, Phil. We're dealing with a water monster, which might be a pond monster, which might be some sort of pond ghost. What if it's the ghost of the pond monster? Did you see how big those tracks were? He can't just run in here solo. This is at minimum a tag team operation. We're gonna have to use both our proton packs to take this guy down, and Jess is gonna have to be there with the ghost catcher.
Why can't Biggs do it? I hate the pond monster. I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Because I've got the goggles. When I see the water ghost, I'm gonna spot him out, and then we can run over there and take him out with the proton pack.
Hey, you had them this whole time? Why didn't you stand up for me?
Well, you have the jacket. I needed to wear something to be part of the team.
Okay, fine, whatever. I've got the ghost catcher thingamabob. Can we get out of here? I'm getting the creeps.
He's definitely running this way.
Yeah, Phil, it might be because there's a whirlpool in that pond? Are ponds supposed to have whirlpools? I've never seen that before.
It's like a tornado, but it's a water version.
That's what a whirlpool is, Jess.
Oh, there's definitely something underneath the water there. I can see it. It's like smoky and fluttery. It's moving all across the water.
That's probably not normal. I mean, we have dealt with a lot of pond stuff, and I've actually never seen a whirlpool.
Jake, there's something massive forming underneath the water. I can't make it out, but it's definitely underneath the whirlpool.
Jake, Big T, it's really big.
Everyone, get into position. Jess, get the ghost catcher ready.
What button do I press?
All of them. Ah! Keep holding it.
I'm holding, Jake.
This thing is giant. Oh no, our machines are overheating.
Why is it so hot?
I open it now!
No, just click the reset button.
There you go. Yes, catch it. Yes, now.
I got it! Oh, Jake!
Hold on. Come on. Stay in there. Stay in there, you giant Pokemon monster thing.
3, 2,
That's not gonna help, Jess.
it worked!
We got it. We got the pond ghost.
Whoa, did you see the size of that thing?
Yeah, Pigs, we all did. Thanks for helping.
Hey, I got the footage.
Perfect, that's the third monster down. Time to put him into our monster containment device.
Is that really gonna hold?
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be pretty crammed in there considering how giant this thing was. Perfect. Enjoy the ride, boys. Pretty soon you'll be back at the prison.
Jake? I'm getting an alert. The security cameras are picking up Mr. Puff in the house.
Well, you Puff's inside our house?
Yeah, look. He's in the Fortnite room.
Guys, this isn't good. It looks like Puff has infiltrated our house. We gotta go home. Puff's in our house and he's definitely gonna mess up all my cool stuff.
Wait, back to the house.
So as we just saw in the security camera footage, it looks like Puff is inside of our house. It's time to get in there and take him out and lock him up in the prison.
What are we waiting for? He's gonna eat all the snacks.
Or he's gonna let all the other ghosts out of the prison for all we know. Come on!
Get the snacks.
Jess, you go first. Wow, she actually ran in there.
Yeah, Phil already got eaten up by this guy on our last ghost hunting mission. He's not that scary, but he's gonna eat the snacks.
I think that's pretty scary. I mean, he literally ate an entire Phil.
I'll have you know it was very scary inside that marshmallow man.
Let's just find this guy and lock him up in the prison. For all we know, he's gonna release all the other ghosts. Where did he go, though?
Probably the kitchen.
What's with you and him getting our snacks? Pretty sure he'd be more concerned about breaking out our ghosts. Okay, you look that way, I'll look this way.
He's not getting my Cheetos.
Hey, Puff, where are you? Whoa! Oh, just a stormtrooper. He almost got me. Jess? Uh-oh. Phil? Have you seen Jess?
No, Jake, she's with you. I'm trying to not actually enter the house. The last thing I need is to be eaten by this thing again.
Guys? Guys? I don't like the sound of this. Puff's close. Hey, Phil? Jess? Puff's just around the corner. Oh, it's Puff! Got him! I got him! I got him! I sucked up Puff! Guys! We've got Puff!
Let me out of here! Jake, let me out of here!
Okay, don't worry. When I let you out in the prison, you'll come out of Puff. I didn't know they got sucked up by Puff. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to the prison. So I was just able to catch Puff, but unfortunately it looks like Puff has probably swallowed Phil and Jess, which means they're inside here with Puff. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get you out. I just need to transfer them from my proton pack to the ghost catcher into the cell and hopefully get them out of there fast before Slimer, Puff, or the Slide Eater tries to bite them. I'm gonna activate the proton pack and put it into expel mode. Perfect. Transfer them into here. Hey guys! Phil? Hey Phil, does this feel weird? It's like a snow globe. Okay, I got you, don't worry. Okay, just be ready. And don't worry about the big green slimy thing that's gonna pop up in front of your face. It's working! I can see Puff! Wait, Jess? Phil? Where are you guys? Jess? Oh, Jess! Okay, don't worry, just I'm gonna get you out of there. I'm opening up the emergency escape hatch. It should be below you. Okay, go!
Phil!
That was insane!
That was awful!
Yeah, and you can thank me. If it wasn't for me, you two would still be inside of Puff.
Well, maybe if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been inside him in the first place.
Thank you, I completely agree!
Look, it wasn't my fault you were eaten by Puff. Maybe if you guys were better ghostbusters, you wouldn't get swallowed by a ghost. Plus, we've already tracked down 4 different ghosts. 5 if you include that weird toilet thing.
Hold on a second. Did I just hear that Jess and Phil was eaten by a ghost?
They were temporarily swallowed.
Is that what took you guys so long? I was waiting in the car for an hour.
Well, you get a brand new job, Bigsy, because we don't need you to drive us anymore. In fact, you're officially been upgraded to the warden of this prison. Your job is to make sure none of these ghosts ever escape.
Didn't you say the last ghost was the worst one of them all?
I was kind of keeping that a secret till the end, but don't worry, guys. It's totally fine. We've got the skills and the tech. Just meet me outside.
Oh.
Why does he get to stay?
You guys are stuck in the prison.
Yeah, just maybe don't taunt them, Biggs. The green one gets really angry. Come on.
Jake, we are getting uncomfortably close to the woods. Who is this last ghost that we're trying to catch?
Remember when I said that I wouldn't tell you who it was because then you'd freak out and you wouldn't want to go capture him, so I kind of kept it a secret?
I'm already freaking out, Jake.
Okay, well, don't freak out. It's totally fine. It's a ghost, I think.
Wait, last time we were in this woods, a wolf chased us out of them.
Technically, it wasn't a wolf, it was a werewolf, which is a part human, part wolf. In fact, it's actually a human that got turned into a wolf, normally by a bite, which makes them sort of paranormal, but arguably still a monster.
Did you say bite?
Jake, with our track record of getting bit, I am not going in those woods.
It's totally fine, because guess what? We're gonna capture the werewolf. If it doesn't capture us first.
I'm not going in there.
Guys, come on, it's the last monster.
You're on your own on this one.
We even built a cell for it in the prison. I'll give you a 6-pack of donuts for the next year straight. And
I'm in. Let's capture this werewolf.
Bye, guys.
Okay, Jess, I guess that just proves that you're more scared than me and Phil. Especially Phil. You're a scaredy cat. You're more scared than Phil.
You're more scared than I am, Jake.
She knows she's going deeper in the woods than we are, right?
Yeah. We should have started calling her a scaredy cat a long time ago.
Yeah. You know what? Don't say anything.
Guys?
Okay, look. Capturing a werewolf is pretty easy, even though I don't know if it's a monster, which means there's a good chance that our proton packs are only going to work to stun it. So then we'll have to put it on our back and carry it home, but we'll figure that out when we get there.
But at least we can always see it. We don't need those special goggles.
I hate the woods.
Guys, just remember, if you see anything, let us know. Even you guys. Was that Jess? Jess?
Right, I just need to find this werewolf so we can be done with this mission. I am never hunting ghosts again. This was a horrible idea. Oh, I don't like the look of this. There is definitely something in that tent. Hey, is anybody home? Oh! God! Jake! 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 Jake!
Phil! Phil! Oh no, it's the werewolf! Hold on, Phil! Watch out! Phil! Phil, come on! We gotta get out of here, let's go! It's got my arm! It bit my arm, Phil! Come on! Run! Run! Today we are gonna be using our ultimate box fort monster prison to capture 3 of the most deadly, scariest, and insane monsters we have ever been up against. After the last video where I was bit by a literal werewolf and almost turned into one, I decided that it was no longer time to keep running. We were not gonna stay hidden. We were gonna use all of our skills and abilities, mostly mine, to come up with a way to capture all the monsters that are surrounding our house.
Guys, I somehow ended up in prison.
And thanks to Bigsy, he's demonstrating our brand new werewolf prison. This thing is legit. It uses moonlighting to capture the werewolf in a constant state, so he doesn't turn back into a human and try and sneak out. werewolves are kind of weird like that. And since me and Jess almost turned into one, we know a thing or two about being a werewolf. I still howl when the moon comes out.
Yeah, Jake, speaking of being bit by a werewolf, don't you think it's a really bad idea to go after these new monsters? Like Siren Head? Do you really think it's a good idea to capture Siren Head? What would it even be like being bit by him?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to go after these monsters. You don't just let a monster live by you. If a chipmunk were to crawl into your house one night and start living under your bed, would you just... Well, actually, I would let a chipmunk live under my bed, but you get the point. We have to stop... Biggs? Oh, Biggsy! Yeah, no, we can't hear you, Biggs. Yeah, Biggs is demonstrating actually the second monster that we'll be hunting down's cage. This is our brand new top of the line Siren Head security cell. As you guys know, Siren Head can make sounds that are hypersonic. They will literally make you go deaf or turn into something you don't want to. Not to mention that it has been known to bite. So we had to create a prison cell that is absolutely 100% soundproof. Inside here, you literally can't hear anything. It's gonna be kind of hard to fit Siren Head in here because we're gonna actually have to... Biggs, it's not, it's see-through, Biggs. It's still see-through. Put your shirt back on. But as you can tell, yes, we're gonna have to probably modify Siren Head a little bit to fit him in here, which we'll figure out once we capture him.
Jake, speaking of the monsters we're gonna capture today, what's the third one?
Yeah, so as you guys know, we're catching a werewolf and Siren Head, but for the third monster, I'm not telling anyone what we're capturing because let's just say it's sort of so evil, so scary, and so dangerous. If I tell you guys, you won't come with me.
Jake, please tell me we are not capturing this.
Maybe?
No, we are not capturing.
Don't worry about it, okay? Just worry about capturing the other monsters first. Look, we still have to track down a werewolf and a Siren Head. I mean, Siren Head's a little bit easier to track down because he's literally the size of a building, but more dangerous, and we could lose our hearing.
I'm sorry, you said losing our hearing? What else could go wrong?
If you're too close to it when it makes its loud siren noises. And plus, what do you think I've been doing every night while you guys play Fortnite? I've been upstairs in the lab working on brand new tech to help us capture these monsters. I've made a new device to capture each one of the brand new monsters, even the third one, which is so top secret, I can't tell you.
What do you mean top secret, Jake? We need to know what monster it is so we can be safe and do it correctly.
Let's just say you've been bitten by it before.
I've been bitten by every monster before!
You know who hasn't been bit though? This guy, Big C. I think I'm the best hunter out there because I've been bit. My hands are clean and I don't turn into anything.
Great, then he can do it. He can do all of it.
Whoa, no. I'm just saying I'm good at it. I don't want to do it.
Maybe there is a linkage between smelling horrible and not getting bit. I should look into that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but guys, enough standing around. We gotta get out there and capture these monsters. We have to lock them up in the cells, and not only is the hard part gonna be capturing them, it's also going to be storing them in our prison. We do not want these things to escape, because what's worse than a monster? A monster that you locked up in a prison and now is really mad at you because you locked it up and wants revenge. That's horrible.
It's almost like that's happened every single time we've had a prison, Jake.
It's gonna be fine. Let's head to the spy base so we can grab our tech. And guys, if there are any monsters that you think we should capture that we're missing, or you see anything spooky or strange in this video, leave a comment down below and smack that like button. Welcome to the Papa Jake Spy Base, where I work on all sorts of crazy tech and cool gadgets that help us fight monsters, take down bad guys, and sometimes even become Spider-Man.
Thanks, Jake. That's great. That's great, Jake. Thanks a lot.
Some of the abilities I still have, which is pretty cool. I even got to meet Spider-Man. And now we're gonna be using that same tech to track down these monsters, starting with Siren Head. You guys know him as that big, tall, mean, very loud creature that likes to hide in the woods. And let's just be real, he is extremely loud. If you're too close to him when his sound wave goes off, you're gonna be done for.
You're gonna pop your eardrums. You won't be able to hear ever again.
Yeah, or worse. So that's why I've been working on some brand new tech that's gonna help us get as close to him as possible and keep us safe. I grabbed a bunch of our helmets and retrofitted them with active noise canceling, which means that all the sound of, well, the outside, but also Siren Head is completely cut out when you put this on. Just like that. But we still have radios inside, so you can hear me right now, and so can Phil or Biggs.
Jake, these things are awesome!
Wow! And I actually can't hear anything Phil's saying because I have a mute Phil button. All right, that's how we're gonna get close to Siren Head.
But how we're actually gonna take him down is a bit more complicated.
No way, Jake, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and put it on. Oh, Jess, how do I look?
Good, they look great. These things look strong. Are they also like indestructible?
Great idea, Jess. And only one way to find out. You're gonna have to hit me with something.
Okay. Ready?
Ready? Whoa! I didn't even feel that! Oh, can I try next?
No. Guys, as much as I love to test my gadgets, we need to capture Siren Head. Now back to this. This is my EMP device. And it's kind of really heavy. This is what we're gonna use to disable Siren Head and get him back to our prison.
Jake, should I press this button?
No, do not press that button!
Oh, okay, not pressing the button.
Okay, now the way that this works is kind of simple. We bring it out to the woods once we know where Siren Head is. We get as close to him as we possibly can. Then, and only then, do we flip up the safety switch.
Press the button.
No one presses the button. Then we can press the button, overloading Siren Head and taking him down. Think about it like a sleep spray, but for a giant siren.
Jake, can I bring these goggles?
Can I keep this?
No, nobody's keeping any of my cool gadgets. Also, that is just a historical replica. This was used by my great-great-grandfather, Papa Jake Redbeard. He was a Viking. Okay guys, so we've headed back to the forest where we've last spotted Siren Head, and I currently have a drone up above us. It's scanning the tree line for anything. Since Siren Head's sort of a really massive, tall siren, basically, he's not exactly the hardest thing to spot. All we have to do is locate him and move in slowly.
Jake?
Yeah?
How far is the radius on this thing? How close do we need to get to him?
Not that close, just a few feet. Feet! Or was it miles? You know what, just to be safe, we'll get as close as we can.
Are you sure this new Papa Jake technology is gonna work?
Follow me.
Are we close to him?
Oh yeah, after we heard that sound, I started moving the drone in the direction. And it started to get a little bit weird. It was picking up some sort of frequency, and that's when I saw the trees move. Take a look. I'm coming around the backside, zooming in. There he is. Guys, Siren Head. Do you hear that? Yeah! Wait, I can still hear it, but the helmets are soundproof. That means that Siren Head's noise is still able to pass through the helmets. Okay, the helmets should dampen it enough that we don't get hurt, but guys, this means that we cannot be out here for that long, and we definitely cannot get that close to him.
Are we close enough to launch the EMP?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, everyone, we're close enough. This is gonna be the spot. If we take down Siren Head, then just remember, this is only gonna work for so long before it wakes up. I need to get there and remove its head. The rest of the body we can leave behind.
We're removing his head?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds really bad, but yes, because we can't fit his entire body in our prison. Plus, don't worry, his body does grow back, which is kind of a problem for another day.
Grows back? No wonder he gets so tall, like taller than the trees.
Hold it! Keep your helmets on! He's close!
I wanna go home!
Just hold. Your helmet should hold up.
Hopefully, Jake.
Jake, why are you taking your helmet off?
Because Phil, clearly we're close enough to Siren Head that if that blast almost blew my ears out, a secondary blast is 100% gonna take us out. I'd rather not have my helmet on.
So you're telling me these helmets are useless?
They're not useless, they still work. We're just way too close to Siren Head. I didn't think you'd be this close to us. They're not meant to withstand that kind of sound waves. Did you see the ground shaking?
Okay, well, can you turn this device on so we can get him and get out of here?
Yep.
I hope he doesn't do a second sound wave. I like my ears.
All right, I'm starting up the EMP.
Okay, hurry!
All right, launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's working. Okay, now just wait for it to activate.
Activate! It's not activated already!
There'll be a big electrical storm. Look up. Ooh, there he is. Siren Head. Watch out! No way. Guys, this is the closest we have ever been to Siren Head.
But Jake, it's still way too big to take back to the prison.
Is that what you needed this for?
We don't have to take back the whole body, Phil, just the head. We'll leave the 50 feet of body that way to the wolves. We got it. The first monster for our new prison, and it's Siren Head. We need to get this back quick. He's only gonna be asleep for so long, and when he wakes up, he's gonna be mad.
Okay, Jake, that's one monster down. What's next?
Well, now that we finally caught Siren Head, it means we can go after the next monster. And Siren Head,
luckily for us, can't hurt us. Behind that soundproof cage, he is absolutely unable to cause any problems for us unless we lose power. But since we now caught Siren Head, that leaves 2 different monsters that we need to catch and put in our prison. One of which is going to be the werewolf. Now you guys know both me and Jess were bit by this thing, and it didn't turn out so well.
We just got cured, Jake. Why are we going to play with fire? It's like saying, hello, werewolf, bite me again!
Yeah, I really didn't like the part where my bite kind of inflated like a balloon.
Or when you were ripping teeth out of my bite. It was disgusting!
That part was kind of fun, though.
Okay, but Jake, we've tried to capture this werewolf 2 times technically, and every time we've been unsuccessful.
Yeah, but this time I was able to modify our Ghostbusters gear. That way we can actually track the werewolf and suck it up in our ghost catcher. Because technically the werewolf isn't fully a ghost. That's why we weren't able to do it before. But now with the modified trapping system, we'll be able to stun him with the proton blaster, suck him up with the ghost catcher, and easily deliver him to his brand new cell, which has some crazy new tech in it. I want to show you guys inside. Firstly, you got to get through this security door. And that's not exactly easy. Pull this, activate the actuator.
What about this one?
Do not touch the blue one, Jess, unless you want to release all the monsters. Power, fingerprint scanner, and last but not least, my top secret code.
He wasn't even looking at it.
Okay, maybe the code part doesn't matter that much. Come on in. This opens up into the second staging area of the monster cell, where we've got Bigsy. How's it going, Biggs?
Not too bad. I'm actually setting up the lights right now. Okay, I've almost got it. Perfect. Okay, well, not exactly perfect. I have 1 mood lighting ready to go, but I need about 15 more for it to actually be effective for the werewolf.
Okay, and we definitely need to get those done. If you guys don't know, werewolves are, well, they react to moonlight, which is how exactly we're gonna keep it in this cage. You might think, well, Jake, if you activate the moonlight, then won't it just stay a werewolf? Well, that's the point. The longer a werewolf stays in werewolf form, the more energy it drains. That's why werewolves only last like 1 night. If we can keep the light on it constantly, we'll be able to tire it out and keep it docile while it's in the cell. And the best part is, since we can capture it in our ghost capture, all we have to do is bring it over to this little panel, slide the ghost capture device in, and the werewolf will appear right in the cell, just like all the other ghosts.
Okay, well, what are we waiting for, Jake? Let's capture this werewolf once and for all. And if it bites me,
We technically have the cure. I mean, remember? Now come on, Bigsy, I need you to stay here and get those lights ready. By the time we get back, the moonlighting better be up and running. For us, we'll grab my new Ghostbuster gear and head to the woods.
I wish I could set up the lights.
Jake, not gonna lie, kinda miss this Ghostbusters gear.
Yep, well make sure you know how to use it, Phil, because at any second we can see that werewolf. What?
I don't want to see the werewolf.
I thought you heard something.
Oh, I don't miss this gear at all. I'd rather we go back home, put on a nice movie. We could watch Ghostbusters.
Oh, Jess, do you not remember the van? That thing was awesome.
Yeah, and Jess, you have like one of the most important jobs. You're capturing the actual werewolf, so you better be ready with the box.
I'm not ready.
All right, follow my track, come on. Looks like it's picking up a signal this way. If we get close enough, we should hear it howl. Those werewolves love to howl.
I'm not gonna lie, I have not figured out how to turn this proton blaster on yet.
Why couldn't I stay back and set up the moonlighting?
Okay, come on, let's head this way.
Is it picking up anything, Jake?
It was. Come on. There's something around here.
Why are there so many sticks in here?
Wait. Oh, I've got a signal again. This way, come on. Can werewolves climb trees?
We got big claws. You saw mine growing. They were like...
Yeah, that means they might be anywhere, even above us. Okay, on second thought, what if we use plan B? If we can't track it down fully, we'll make the werewolf come to us with some bait.
I was the bait last time for the slide eater. It is not gonna be me this time. I haven't been bit yet by this werewolf, and I don't plan on today being that day.
Actually, now that I think about it, it'd be pretty cool if we went back and grabbed that monster from the toilet. We could probably use that against the werewolf. Werewolf versus toilet monster. Who do you think would win?
Probably the werewolf. No, toilets are so... I don't know, Jake. I want to go home.
Okay, well, you know what, Jess? Why don't you just relax, because you're gonna get the next special job. Since we can't find the werewolf, we'll bring him to us, and you are gonna be the bait.
No.
Werewolves can sense fear, and you're already terrified. So we'll have you set up on this tree, screaming out in fear. Me and Phil will hide behind that tree, and when we see the werewolf, we'll ambush him.
I like that plan a lot. We'll use the proton blasters? blast the werewolf, and you can hopefully suck him up. And if you don't suck him up, you'll get bit again.
I thought this was your worst plan, and now it's definitely your worst plan.
You're gonna
Jake.
be fine, Jess, okay? Look, we're gonna be right there. Just do exactly what you're doing. Be super scared and act like you have no idea what you're doing. You'll be great at that.
It's true.
Okay, Phil, come on. Let's get behind this tree.
Scary! I hate werewolves! Werewolves, I'm so scared!
Perfect. She's in position. Now we just have to wait for the werewolf. You're doing great, Jess! Just keep acting scared.
Jake, how do I turn on the proton blaster?
What?
Oh, stinky werewolf! I'm a scaredy cat!
Quick, Phil, now! We got him! Jess! Fuck! It worked! It worked! Did it actually work? Wow, I thought you were totally a goner! Did you get bit? I can't believe she actually did it. No, she's not bit!
Thank goodness.
Oh yeah, he's definitely in here. We gotta get this thing back to the prison.
Does that mean we get to go home now?
Yeah, for a little bit until we go get the third monster, which you're not gonna like. We did it! I can't believe we did it! We actually caught the werewolf!
Do you think he's angry in there?
Nah, he'll be fine. We'll let me shake it for good measure. I mean, he bit both of us.
I think he's definitely angry in there now.
Well, he's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. Come on, let's put him inside.
Unless he breaks out of this prison.
He's not gonna break out, Jess. Stop being a negative Nancy.
My name's not Nancy, it's Jess.
I know.
Apparently not.
All right, let's transfer the werewolf into the cell. Bigsy, is the moonlighting working?
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Look what I did. Set up the moonlighting. Now we can put the werewolf in. Wait, did you guys catch the werewolf? Please tell me no one bit you.
Just make sure you got that moonlight ready as soon as I transfer the werewolf.
Oh, I don't like this. I can't look. Did you do it yet?
Not yet, Jess. And stop being such a scaredy cat.
How about now?
No, you're gonna make me mess up. This is very hard.
Now?
No!
Or is it working?
Yep, it's working. The werewolf's transferring. Bigsy, make sure the moonlighting turns on.
All right, don't worry. This is gonna work perfectly. Turning on the moonlighting right now. With a 20% chance it's gonna work. Okay, come on. You got this. Woohoo! It worked! I mean, I knew it was gonna work.
Where's the werewolf? What's happening? Oh! The moonlighting's working. He's calming down.
Is he dancing?
No, I think he's just kind of sleepy. He's expending all his energy. The moonlight's working. Hey, buddy. Hope you enjoy the rest of your life in this cell. Bigsy, full lockdown mode. This werewolf's locked up for good.
I much prefer him in our cardboard prison as opposed to outside roaming in the woods. And I prefer being in the prison as opposed to roaming in the woods.
Whew. And just like that, 2 out of the 3 monsters are done.
Hey! Oh, he's sleeping. Huh, I did a good job.
Told you the moonlighting would work. Now, come on. I gotta tell you guys about the third monster. I know I've been keeping it a secret from all of you and all of you guys, but that's for good cause. Because I know if I told you about this third monster, nobody would want to go on the mission. It's so deadly, it's so dangerous, so scary. Just my pee your pants just hearing about it. The third monster we're going after is none other than the Skinwalker. That's right. If you guys remember, the Skinwalker bit Jess.
No.
And that was one of the scariest bites we've ever had. Ever since then, I've wanted to capture it and lock it up so it can't hurt anyone else.
Jake, this is, you want that in there? In our house?
We haven't seen him since then. Why don't we just leave him to be whatever doing he's out there and we can stay here and it's like it's never even happened.
Just, you know how bad that bite was? Do you want another person to get bit? I mean, it's one thing if you get bit again, but what if I get bit? That would suck. It would really suck, and I don't want that for me.
Well, I've actually never been bit before, so I'm not actually too worried.
And guys, don't forget, if there's a monster that you think we need to lock up for good and put in our prison, be sure to leave a comment down below. And if you happen to see anything weird in this video at all, maybe in the woods or anywhere, let us know in the comments as well, because all of that information can help us track down more monsters. Now, you're probably wondering, Jake, how are you gonna take down a skinwalker? I think it's time to show you guys a brand new tech item I've been working on. I call it the Papa Spear. Come with me. Welcome to our spy lab. This is the place where we create all of our crazy inventions and also work on a ton of really cool, awesome science experiments.
Jake, this is not a brand new item. This is the sleep dirt that we've been using on monsters.
Yes, and it is fully refilled and ready to go because we don't know exactly what we're gonna be dealing with. Skinwalkers are, let's just say, very dangerous. They can transition from a skinwalker into an animal, so they can pretty much hide in plain sight. Jess, that is a 5,000 volt PJ trapper.
Well, you wouldn't leave it on, would you?
Yes, of course, it's always up. Oh, that hurt. Everything hurts. I can see in multiple colors.
Sorry.
As I was saying, we'll be using all of my new and old tech to take down the skinwalker. The new piece of tech is something that I've been personally developing, called the Papa Spear.
Wait, Jake, can I have the spear?
No, Bigsy, I'm gonna be using the spear. Mostly because you don't want to use it. It's still in its prototype phase, and I don't know how well it's gonna work.
Okay, well, what do I get to bring on this adventure?
Check it out!
Whoa!
The Papa Spear. It's got everything you need. An electrical mode, a fire mode, and a secret gold mode, which we're not gonna talk about right now because I don't know if it really fully works. But as you can see, this spear not only is gonna work for taking down monsters, but it also can defend me in tight situations. Turn on the electrical mode, and listen to that power. This thing's got more power than the net Jess is currently holding.
Oh, no way, well, I'll trade ya.
And the fire mode, it's basically a glorified flamethrower. Whoa! Now that will cook your hot dogs.
Okay, well, what does this thing do, Jake? Does it explode things?
That does an even better job, Biggs, and arguably the most important job. It's the GPS tracker that's gonna help us track down the monster. Because unfortunately, this monster is not on our property.
Why can't we just leave him alone? He's nowhere near us.
So follow the red dot on the tracking device. I think I'll be able to do it.
Okay. Jake, will this sleep dirt even work on the skinwalker?
Looks like there's only one way to find out. Come on!
All right, Bigsy, where do I turn next?
Okay, Phil, you're on the right track. We're tracking him now. I see him on the map, but we're 2 miles out.
Remember, this thing could be anything. It could be an animal, it could be a person.
Phil, there's a left up ahead, and then it's gonna be your first right. I know you get mixed up. That's a left and then a right.
Okay, if once we get close enough, Phil, we're gonna have to ditch the car. I don't want to scare this thing away. We only have one shot to capture it. And if this thing bites us again, I don't think we have any of the cure left.
Okay, taking a left. We're going this way.
Yep, that's left.
Bigsy, are we getting any closer?
We're getting a little closer.
Wait, we're almost on top of it.
Wait, stop.
Okay.
Yeah, we're within 100 feet. Phil, pull over. Grab your gear and let's get out of here.
All right, Jake, what are we looking for?
Okay, it's this way, guys. Follow me.
All right, come on, follow Biggs.
All right.
Wait up.
Just be careful and quiet. We don't want to scare it away or make it angry and have it bite us before we can take it down.
But what if it's a bird or a plane?
Once we get close enough, Biggs' thing will start to make a very, very loud noise. That's when we know we're right on top of it. Then we attack the first thing we see.
What if it starts making noise?
Do sleep dirts work on birds?
Yeah, they work on birds. Oh no. Guys, look. Cage.
Wait, Jake, do you think there's a monster in that hole? Someone beat it to us?
I don't know. Biggsy, pass me your scanner. No, it's still too far away. But I don't like the sight of a large cage like that inside of a pond.
Maybe they were fishing?
Or maybe the pond monster's back.
That, or someone could be breeding the pond monster. We should
Not again!
definitely make a note of this location on my map. We'll have to come back here and check it out. But for now, we're tracking down the skinwalker. Come on. Okay, but it does look like the signal is getting stronger up this way. Let's keep moving.
I am getting the sleep
Jess,
dirt.
Go.
Ready?
Jess, where are you going?
You said the signal's getting stronger that way, so I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, so you want to be alone with the skinwalker when it runs past us? And yeah, that's what I.
What are you waiting for?
Come on. Guys, we're getting closer. Be on the lookout. He's either going to be in his normal skinwalker form or animal form.
Jake!
Yeah, I don't like
He's
the look of that.
Coming!
Scanning. That's it. That's him.
Jake, how am I supposed to blast him with a sleep dart from here?
Okay, don't worry. I told you I wasn't going to tell you what the third button does. It's a tracking system for the spear. I'm taking this thing out of the sky. Watch out! Phil, get that sleep dart ready!
Yeah.
Fire the sleep dart!
It's a direct hit.
Wait. It's not working.
What? Why is he getting up?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Jess, it might be time to use that net. Set it to max power.
I don't think it's gonna work!
I got an idea. I knew this electric mud would come in handy. The net might not work, but the spear and the net should be enough. We did it. We actually did it.
I can't believe that we're home.
Oh, he's still shaking a little bit. Let's get this thing back to the prison before it wakes up. Come on. All right, guys, well, we officially did it. We've caught a skinwalker. Now we just have to lock him up in his cell, where he'll be spending the rest of his life.
You're telling me it's not already locked, Jake?
Well, the first set of locks are done, but this prison comes with some extra security. If he tries to touch that, he's gonna get a whole lot of electricity. Way more than we put through him out there.
All right, so far we've got a siren head, a ghost werewolf, and now a skinwalker. Please tell me that's it, and we can order a pizza party.
I mean, we can definitely have our pizza party, but guys, there are always brand new monsters that we can try and capture and put away for good. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions, like, hey, maybe we go check out the Loch Ness Monster, be sure to leave a comment down below.
Ooh, and we could build a box fort boat on the water.
Ooh, out in the sunshine, maybe we can build sandcastles.
All right, I'm calling the pizza, get Fortnite loaded up. Come on.
Extra cheese, extra cheese.
Don't forget the dipping sauces.
Wait, guys, where'd the skinwalker go?
Phil, it's fine, come on.